Anyway, friends, let's go ahead and get started. This is Be My Horde. This is early access. It even says right here in the title and the thingy in the window. And this game looks very fun and very silly. The concept is delightful. Once again, early access, but it looks wonderful. The reviews have been very positive. There was actually a pretty big update just a couple days ago. And let us hold to neck romance. I'm resurrecting some dudes. They're so small and I am so large.
Or be punished.
We're so tall. Oh, yeah. So there, I can see, yeah, they're attacking the little fellas. And what I should probably do is try to isolate small groups. And just fight the small groups. Because if I, like, find too big of a group, then I'll probably get in trouble. And obviously you can't resurrect a dude that's already been resurrected. Obviously we got like a pretty decent small little army. Yeah, I'm trying to like keep my distance and only fight groups that I know I can handle. Like this little threefer down here. Little threesome, if you will. And it looks like every time you resurrect a homie, resurrect a little fella, you of course get them added to your party, but you also are leveling yourself up. So there's the survivors-like element, aka probably roguelike as well. Like there's, you know, vampire survivor, that kind of thing. So summoning circles are on the map now, which would attract new minions and allow the horde to grow. When you take fatal damage, you get an additional revive. Get one revive and you unleash something called Blood Harvest. Now the aura surrounds Mariana spells, deals spell damage to all enemies in its range. Summoning circles sound kind of dope. Are you like a tiny fish? That's a very good question, Ogaso. I wonder if we'll turn into an even bigger fish. An even sexier fish. I mean big, obviously. I mean sexy. So right now it's all just farmers. Small farmers and...
Peasants are getting angry. How adorable.
Oh, I was gonna say, now there's more of them though. And of course we need to keep our distance because we don't want them getting to us and tickling our butts. Tickling anyone's butts is going to be more zombinos. All these fellers. The time is ticking up, so we're getting there little by little. I'm going to see if I can find some of those summoning circles. Minions have more minions have more health. Erupting a tree grants a burst of speed. And gravestones can appear on the map. I guess some of these sound like it'd be great for moving around quickly. So with a lot of movement speed, that could actually get quite useful.
Excellent.
What I don't know is if there's going to be any sort of map. And I also don't know if there's going to be any sort of mention of, like, we have a timer on screen. Will automatically, as we exist on the map and as we do our thing, go around, fight bad guys, that kind of thing, will the heat get raised up as the time goes up, or does the heat go up as we kill more dudes, like as we claim more souls? Because I'm assuming it was as you kill more dudes, it causes more dudes to spawn, and probably higher level bad guys. Right now it's just farmers.
To dance with me.
But it wouldn't shock me if we were eventually get to the point of, say, like soldiers spawning, and here's a summoning circle.
Of pace. New toys are delivered straight to me.
Oh, here we go. So yeah, they actually cleaved a couple of our dudes just with that alone. But if I stand here, ooh, there's some dwarven lads. Give us a whole bunch of new broskies. Go and get these guys then. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like if we're doing it by the books, it's got to be time based. They are cleaving through these guys pretty well, unfortunately. And I don't think I've killed any of them. Yeah, so they're slapping my dudes pretty bad, unfortunately. Maybe it's best if I hold off. I would need a pretty big fight and force to be able to take those guys out. This urn. Is this urn going to be something for me? We've got a few of them. I'm going to keep my distance from those guys. So unlike a lot of Survivor likes where... Oh boy, gotta be careful. Where you, like, want to take a lot of fights, you have to be kind of careful with this one. Ooh, there's a whole roving gang of dwarves. These dwarves are getting spicy.
Minions devour our guests.
A whole gaggle of these guys. Oh, God. Oh, oh, I'm dead. Wow, that was quick. Holy shit. I perished, yeah. So not terribly surprising, you are fairly frail. At least at the very, very start. New record! Level 3. We had these two things earlier.
Yes. Can you feel it, my minion? The thrill of controlling the corpses of your adversaries. Quite the impressive beginning, I must say. For a fresh underling, that is.
But you're the one who died. I mean, I guess I'm the one who was controlling her. I feel it. Oh wait, no, we can choose. It's a choose your own adventure. Do we say we can feel it, Mr. Krabs? All these innocent peasants. Of course we're gonna be like strangely into it.
Don't get too excited, darling.
Too late.
Mommy wants more. Let's not waste all our energy on the first rendezvous.
Do you think the writers for this game were like, yeah, she's got to say, she's got to refer to herself as mommy? You think the writers were like, should we? Is that a step too far? And then everyone else in the room kind of looked at each other like, yes, of course we need to, obviously. Takes a second to yeah, it's an odd concept, but it's so unique and so quirky. Kind of a Hades death scene, yeah, kinda.
Were my commands clear enough for your feeble mind to grasp, minion?
Clear from the start, milady. Flips, puffs my vape and tips my fedora.
My, what a promising little minion who knows how to behave. Excellent. Just don't stop here. My favor is like a flower. It wilts if neglected. We have much more work to do.
All right. So, first and foremost, there may or may not be some opinions that suggest I should lower the volume and raise the voices up so that we can hear her dialogue clearly, because they paid this voice actress, presumably, a nice and fair amount, so we can hear her voice lines very clearly for storytelling purposes, so we can understand the lore, obviously. Music go down a little bit more? Sure. Let's lower it a little bit more. Actually, yeah, I'm looking at the waveform. Oh, that's sound. Herp derp. Music. There we go. I was like, I keep lowering it. It's not going away. Maybe something like that. I think that's good. Do one tick. Boop. Yeah, that's good. I think that's a good balance. My unholy deeds. I would love to hear about my unholy deeds. These are, of course, achievements. Pelican says, yeah. No, we're role-playing as what our character would do. Right. Yeah, it's nothing weird. No, it's, as we're all, like, looking around, like, kind of eyes shifting around, trying to not look too much at how much we're sweating. New outfits for Moriana because, you know, you want lore-accurate, jiggle physics. I mean, outfits that are worthy of a queen from the underworld, of course. Names of the best boys. So these are the credits, of course, which is delightful. What's this? Resurrect 2 minions at once? Oh, I see what they say. Yeah. This would be a power-up for later on.
Because why raise one zombie when you can raise a horde?
So more upgrades. We could raise 3 at once when we do a resurrection. If we go there. If we spend 100, that is. So yeah, the first run is meant to be pretty quick. The first one's meant to be, how do you say in my home language, in my home country, we would call those a quickie. In my home country, we call that a quickie. And it was pretty quick. Quick and dirty, just the way I like it. Let's go ahead and jump into another run, because that's as much as we can do right now. So we can go back to the kingdom. We'll eventually unlock hell. And of course, this is early access. There's more where that came from. Or more to come in the future. More to come, just like the rest of us. So now we're going to have double the boys. Oh, never mind. It's not that you get more corpses for resurrection, but you resurrect them quicker, which is nice. I'm going to go this way this time. You get them quicker, which is nice. Less time fucking around and more time gallivanting around and killing other dudes and breaking trees down and capturing these urns. There we go. Because these sometimes have souls in them. Well, it seems like they always have souls. They don't have, like, zombies in them, necessarily, like corpses you can resurrect. But they do have some worth, because it helps me level up, obviously, which is nice. I don't know if trees give you level up juice. I think they might just be a visual thing. But there clearly was a level up, some kind of ability that that helps. That does something good when you corrupt a tree. I think it gave you a speed boost. That one sounds nice. Let's try something different. Try the deadly aura.
I like it.
Helps bad guys die quicker, which is nice. A little bit sad we can never kill even a single one of those dwarves with what I thought was a decent-sized fighting force, and there was only a few of them. But those dwarves are very good fighters, so it does kind of go to show that they are very capable. Even with only a small number of them, they are a fearsome fighting force. Make sure no one's watching if you're corrupting trees. Now, it depends on what kind of corruption. Do we mean like shitting in the woods?
How adorable.
Usually, I try to avoid having too many witnesses if I'm shitting in the woods. Usually. We could get an instant ability. Random warrior, 1 to 4. Oh, warriors. That's like the big guys, I think. Or you get a revive, or dudes have a little bit more health. I'm curious about the warriors. Oh, it's the undead dwarf fellers. And look at that. Now we have a much more strong force, which is exciting. Now, they don't come back. If they die, they die, but they have a lot of health, as we saw earlier. So that could be a tremendous boon, especially this early on. And our force is doing a pretty good job. We actually are preserving the warriors pretty well. Wheat fields. Are we going to find more farmers? Yeah, so we're kind of keeping the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was going to say, eventually we're going to see a whole gaggle of them. Should I hold off until I get more of these guys and then throw the pawns at them? Because more warriors would be pretty dope. That would very much bolster our fighting force in a tremendous way.
Nice change of pace. New toys are delivered straight.
Actually, I guess we might as well. We might as well take on some of them. We did kill one. There's another one. So there we go. Now, ooh, I'm already feeling more strong by the moment. Yeah, find maybe a smaller squad of them. Well, we saw like that force of like 3 or 4 of them. I'm gonna go up and see if I can grab those guys real quick. It was just past the wheat fields. Yeah, these guys. I'm gonna see if I can get them. There we go. So we have just overwhelming numbers. There we go. I think we might have lost one maybe, but overall we've gained several. So yeah, we are in a much better way now. Just having more numbers has helped tremendously, and also being able to resurrect that much faster. I'd like to think the spell damage thing that I have, that aura thing, probably helps. Now, this is a survivors-like kind of experience. What I don't know is if we have a destination.
Minions.
Like if we're looking for something, or if we're just trying to survive and, you know, just get more numbers. Ouch. Let's just kill more of the dudes and last as long as we can and just get the level up points, and that's as far as it goes.
With that,
better range of the aura wouldn't hurt. Gravestones would appear. I think the spell damage thing, it's kind of hard to know how effective it is. Just because I've yet to see, we don't have like damage numbers. I don't know how frequently it's proccing, or like how worth it is. All I know is we have a lot of dudes. And I don't see any corpses of dwarf warriors, but I see a lot of them are pretty bloodied, which I think means they're pretty low on health. Like Elgaso said, yeah, the truest of the true survivors-like games typically just, yeah, you just last as long as you can until the Grim Reaper shows up, and then you fucking spank him. Or he spanks you. Usually it's the latter, but sometimes it's the former if you have a really good build going. They definitely need more warriors to replace the ones that are inevitably going to get got. There's a lot out there. All right, I kind of have to full commit to this, because if I'm not careful, I will lose them. It's a lot of warriors, but I think we can handle it.
Dear warriors, when a lady says
okay.
No, it's not an invitation to try.
A lot of them. A lot of them, yeah. But we have a lot too. We have a lot too. There's a few more up here. All right, you know what? I was a little bit nervous there. I don't think I needed to be. I don't think I need to be nervous. We still want lots of the pawns, but these are super pawns, I guess. I mean, they're all pawns, but these are like extra healthy pawns. Yeah, the little guys are kind of like getting cycled out. The little pawns that are left are mostly just around me to serve as cannon fodder. I mean, it's all cannon fodder, obviously. But yeah, they are kind of getting sequenced down in favor of the big strong boys. We have a lot of strong boys now. So let's keep heading, I guess, this way. But I definitely want to find more of these guys, no question. I'm like seeking out groups of them. There are probably going to be more and more waves of the warriors like we were seeing, where they kind of go from one side of the map to the other side.
Again? These
Survive for 5 minutes. Oh, here they come. Oh, here's knights. Here's knights now. Yeah, so now we're up in the ante.
No safe word this time, dear.
All right, I really hope that the voice actress they hired to record these lines was having a lot of fun. I like to think she was having a lot of fun. Hopefully she was able to like throw her own spin on these. If you listen closely, I think you can hear like some smirking happening with the lines being delivered. So I kind of want to get these things. Yeah, the nice thing is you can break them without being like directly on top of them. Seems like the fellas break them for you instead of you having to walk over them. The knights are the big one though. I have one knight still, not knives, but knight. Deals damage to all nearby enemies. Oh, that's instant. That's what Blood Harvest does. I'm not quite as worried about that. And the urns can heal and speed up. Increase the number of urns on the map. Or minions have a small amount more health. The tier 1 is not very exciting, but I bet the tier 2 is pretty dope. I'm gonna do that one. It keeps showing up. That might be like the game's subtle way of saying, trust me, bro, this gets really good. Kind of a boring investment right now, but I bet it could get quite nice if it scales up more and more. So you can definitely level up the tiers of these things. And that's a good point. When you have this many, it could snowball very deliciously. Alright, we're gonna lose some dudes here, but we're gonna gain at least a few knights if I play my cards right. Or they're gonna run the fuck away. That's lame, bro. Kinda lame, man. Kinda cringe. I'm gonna go and take on these knights. I definitely want to bolster them. Or not bolster them, but add them to my squad. I also kind of want to move in range to make sure the spell is firing and actually reaching them. Because I want to make sure that I'm like properly utilizing that ability. Some more of the warriors. I hope they come out to play, eh? A few of these guys, yeah. The warriors are still kind of the default. It looked like they were running away, and honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know if I'd want to be too close to whatever this is, if I were to see it come from a distance. Now, some of you, some viewers might say, whoa, Alex, an extremely tall necromancer Dami Mommy approaching from a distance. Oh, okay, this might be curtains, actually. Some of you might say, Alex, why would I run away from that? I'm not gonna say that the allure isn't there, but also, you know, I want to live. All right, so we're getting some of them. This might be curtains for us though, because we're having a hard time keeping up. You know what? I say that. We're damaging them enough, and our overwhelming numbers might be turning the tide. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was a little bit nervous. We got there. Oh, but we suffered such heavy losses. But we have knights now. Kill all knights from 7... wait. Oh, at the 7-minute mark in less than 1 minute. I see what they mean. And as we kill more dudes, the spell radius of that, kind of nova that we have does increase. So at 8 minutes, yeah. So we're getting to 1 minute increments of some pretty big scaling.
Thanks for the treat.
But those knights are huge. Not literally, but they're very helpful. Just gotta pick one direction and commit to like kind of work through it. In that case, in some cases, I find myself wanting to absorb them. But yeah, I probably should be playing it a little bit more safe. Some more health. Or better attack speed. I'm gonna say more health. Attack speed, probably... I mean, I'm not gonna say no to attack speed, obviously. Seems like, generally speaking, sticking to one direction is like a solid way to do it, although I want to make sure I definitely get these guys. Looking forward to the next upgrade that says summon even more dudes. Quicker, that is. More dudes at a time. Yeah, I find myself kind of wanting to slurp out the knights for sure. Attack speed and damage would be multiplicative in this circumstance. That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point. And when you have this many units, even a small increase does become pretty significant. So what might feel like a small number, and that's probably why the numbers are so small, because like 20 or 30% would be just astronomical in its like ability to snowball. This is a little bit more scaled. I keep wanting to explore more, but I keep seeing these knights, and I don't know. I've got a type. And it's knights to murder. Health would probably help you. Yes, yeah. The health upgrade for sure. Health upgrade for sure. With like that first moment when they start to kind of pierce through your ranks. It did get a little. It got a little dicey earlier. It got a little bit dicey, and we managed to get through it. But yeah, the health would have made that a lot less painful for us, no question. We got some cavaliers now. Got the cavaliers. So
You!
oh,
I should have known you were behind this chaos in my kingdom.
can I call him King Dick? King Richard.
Dick, long time
Oh.
no see, you
Beat me to the
chubby
punch.
royal.
I am King Richard III Ovine. As my former servant, you ought to remember that.
Former servant. Was she executed for public masturbation?
Oh, Dick. I think we've reached that special point in our relationship where we can be brutally honest with each other. You were always my son,
Ah.
not the other.
He looks like the Clash of Clans guy. A little bit. A little bit.
Letting you and your venomous tongue into my court was a grave mistake. I savored the day I finally banished you.
And yet here I am. Let's cut this overly drawn-out foreplay and get to the fun part, shall we? Dick.
The fun dick. Am I the only one that thinks that this voice actress is very good? But if it were me in charge of this game developer, I might have paid a little bit extra money to have gotten the Rouge, the Bat lady. The, damn, you frying chicken there, boy? I'm just kidding. You piss loud as fuck. I think that's really cool. There's a small part of me that would like for that lady to be voicing this woman. But the voice actress they got is doing a great job.
Call me Dick. Knights, bring me her head, now!
He's red in the face. He's so fucking mad. He angry. 10 minutes survive. So at 10 minutes, the king arrives. We call him a dick. I mean, he's being a little dickish, in all fairness. Cavalier unit. There's only one. And he is getting suplexed. There's another one up here, though. Oh, I definitely want to bring him into the foray. So let's... Oh, there's another one? There we go. Get him. Yeah, get his ass. In this case, I'm trying to kind of rotate around so I can actually get that spell aura to fuck him up, because I tell myself it's worth it. I don't know if it's real, but that's what I tell myself. These guys for sure. I'm not quite concerned we're at the blood harvest point yet. I'm not sure we need that point yet. Gives us an extra life if nothing else. Some of the urns. Yeah, this one's cool. That one's not as exciting. I was hoping for just a flat stat boost. There was an urn right there, though. Bloop. We're at full health right now. There we go. What's up, Toddy says, what the fuck is this? Gosh, I gotta start locking my door. People keep barging in. It's not what it looks like, Dad. Todd, in this scenario, you are the father. You're the dad, and I'm the pubescent child who is discovering things. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, bud. So this is Be My Horde, an early access survivors-like kind of game. And, well, you play as... what do you think it is? You play as a necromancer queen lady who is exceptionally tall. And she's a necromancer, and she makes the bad guys go... I was about to say she makes them take a forever nap. But actually, no, it's a very temporary nap, because then you resurrect them to fight for you. Gonna avoid that unit of cavaliers. And maybe go down this way. Because I'm gonna find more of those urns, because that probably would help. Probably help, and I like to think that the experience gained from those things is pretty nice. This is a survivors-like game, so, you know, you're expected to not, like, beat it first try, obviously. Your first try is actually pretty frail, but once you start leveling yourself up and finding what skills work for certain circumstances...
Watch out for their lenses.
Ooh, here comes the boys.
In this case, the size does matter.
I'll just fight a couple of them. There we go. Let's see, can I resurrect that guy? I definitely want to get these guys if possible. Are you playing as the king? No, I'm definitely the necromancer lady, who is extremely tall and has the Dami Mommy voice that makes us all question things. I think we can take these guys now. Once again, survivors-like games, it seems like all of them have that moment where
Persistent, aren't we?
either the bad guys that are spawning are kind of scaling things up, or your units that you have, or your abilities you have, are allowing you to, like, take on stronger fights. And with that, yes, I'm making sure to, like, grab the Cavaliers when we can. This game is like, whoa. Yeah. Honestly, same kind of idea of forcing them to switch teams. The Warriors are still pretty effective, honestly. Like, they do a lot of damage, they have a lot of health. The Knights, obviously, are way
Sent you to
tankier.
your death for his own amusement.
Ooh, here's a big old gaggle. This could be bad. If I just push through, they can very easily, like, overpower and damage me to death, because we know that Moriana does not have a lot of health. We do have that spell aura thing. That spell aura thing, I think, might just come in clutch. And, of course, we have this whole gaggle of dudes in reserve that can kind of circulate to reach them. And, of course, we're resurrecting the dudes that we're killing. So that was kind of scary, but actually, I think we're all right. I think we're okay. Is she the lady from Resident Evil? Lady from Resident Evil. Oh, Resident Evil 8. Lady Dimitrescu. Augusta says, no. I know exactly how to feel about this. Honestly based. Honestly based. We're here. We're happy for it. Minions have way more health. They heal and speed up even more. Yes, way more health. I want to grab all these boys. Now, the main thing right now that's kind of hurting us is that it takes us a long time to resurrect a lot of dudes. Once we level up at the back of the main base a little bit more, level up our ability to resurrect more dudes quicker, that will allow us to not kind of languish in one area for super long. We can go and grab more resources elsewhere. I mean, of course, yes, I could just keep moving, but this game, I think, really wants us to make sure we're resurrecting constantly. Bolstering our forces is always a worthwhile task. I'm trying to see if that... I think that's one of our corpses. It's a little bit hard to tell a fresh harvestable corpse versus our corpses. Look at our spell radius. It's quite generous. And I guess it's growing with us. I thought I'd have to level it up, honestly. We haven't had to level up the spell at all. It just kind of grows as our force grows and shrinks as our force gets got. It goes both ways. Is there a max number of corpses? I have no idea. It's getting very large. If there is a max number, I have yet to see what it could be.
If not the sword, then the
15 minutes. Oh, we got, like, golden knights. Ooh, it's really sloppy now. I keep saying this might be curtains. This one could be scary. I think the spell that we have that's doing a lot of damage has really been carrying us. And actually, to that point, I'm going to kind of rotate up. It puts me a little bit closer to the danger zone, but it's definitely damaging the shit out of them. And we're losing a lot of dudes, but we're also gaining some very powerful units. So I tell myself it's worth. I think we're going to win through attrition. At least. Yeah, we did win through attrition. We lost a lot, though.
Your army crumbled like a house of cards.
There's definitely some dudes up here. I've kind of been just hanging around in one area, though, so eventually this will cause our downfall. Look at the fancy boys, though. I like the fancy boys. We're kind of being surrounded by all these sorts of units that definitely see us coming. And if things go right, they'll be coming, too. If you catch my drift. Is that the MF Doom video? That's a very good one, Farsight. We watched it together earlier as a group. And I enjoyed it a lot. It makes a lot more sense if you've listened to MF Doom, or if you've heard even just like a few of his songs in passing. 6,666 damage with an Aura of Decay. Hell yes.
Welcome
Oh, lots of
open
fellas.
arms,
Lots of warrior fellas. A lot of them. I'm gonna move up here. I definitely want to get these guys for sure. I wanted to go for the
I
knights.
nearly fell asleep watching.
Look at all these dudes. My God. I mean, if we're all so
Knights
lucky,
are
we all might have a
starting to
stroke
get
tonight.
angry.
Oh, I mean,
Get ready
not the neurological type, but you know the kind that, you know, with the lady. And all right, anyway. Do I need to? I don't need to explain myself. We have a lot of warrior dwarf fellas, and they're very good, and there's a lot of them. They're not nearly as tanky as the knights.
Brutes with
We
giant
got the golden
hammers.
boys.
Just what my
They
home.
will cleave through the warriors. Oh, that's what they're doing. They're cleaving through the warriors, all right. I can take a few of them. We took a few. They got those big hammers. Big hammers. Okay, I'm gonna go scoop these guys up real quick. Hopefully this won't be a bad thing.
A circle.
There's just so many corpses here. I want them.
Your demise.
Is it a just friends stroke? Well, I mean, it could be more than friends. Friends with benefit stroke. Corrupting a tree, fatal damage, deals damage all nearby. You know what? I'm gonna go for this one. Because there's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of dudes that all attacked us all at once. We killed 100 dudes apparently just now. Good fucking lord. We're gonna be here forever trying to resurrect these broskies. There's even the little fellers down here. Like, my god. Yeah, look at that guy. He's just like running in places like, do I approach? She's very tall and I'm very afraid.
Death, you're quite the charmer. But not today.
Alright, we'll get that guy real quick. I definitely want to go up here and get that fucking gaggle. Okay, there we go. Got that knight. Can I get this knight?
Many
It'd be nice if I
tried
could
to hammer
choose.
some
Actually, can I?
sense
Can I
into
choose?
me.
Maybe I can.
All of them turn.
It'd be nice if I could have a way to prioritize. Give me the spicier boys first. Because it's grabbing some of the little fellers. We're at that point now where there's so many corpses around us, I would like to prioritize higher order units first.
For another round of sword swinging and
Ooh,
righteous
this
indignation.
might... the number of times I've said it and that we've managed. But this might get a little bit spicy. Because there's a lot of them and there's some really high order boys. They have damaged me a couple times. You can see my health is... Oh, is this it? Is this it? Oh, there it is. There it is. But still, we made it, what was that, 20 minutes? Our second run ever? Or maybe it was just shy of 20 minutes. We unlocked Spiritual Revive. That's exciting. Corpse Explosion. My beloved Corpse Explosion from Diablo 2. I don't know if it works the same way, but that makes me very happy. It probably... I mean, obviously, it would spend a corpse you can no longer resurrect. But the idea that you can use that as an offensive technique could be quite exciting. Dark Rebirth. Whole bunch of damage with that Aura of Decay. Blood Harvest killed 100 dudes at once. You get another one. Very nice. Alright, so not quite 20 minutes, but still, I think for our second ever run, we did alright, actually. We probably did okay. A quickie and fun, but we're not done. I like all the titles. 10 minutes in, Feeling Sin. Halfway there, full of scare. That would, of course, imply that 30 minutes is the presumed maximum time. I don't know if a boss spawns or what, but something. There's something there. Flower of Carnage. I like that one. All right, good.
Quite a day. I hope you'll keep up with the progress you've shown. Otherwise, I'll gladly replace you with one of those paladins.
What's so great about those tinned cans? For a moment, I thought they were talking about boobs. Should we simp? Should we simp? Let's simp.
If you don't become one of those childish adults who waste time on games and wear fancy clothes, then you have nothing to worry about.
I would never waste my life playing video games. I like fancy clothes. I share your disdain for such people, milady. I like fancy clothes.
Feel free to wear them, but only if you strip them from the corpses of our foes.
Was that about stripping in front of you? I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Now, some of you might be thinking to yourself, Alex, what if your wife, like, you know, pops in the chat and sees what game you're playing? She'd be like, wait, share. she would not be jealous. Her response would be more along the lines of, don't keep her all to yourself, Alex. So, resurrect more boys. Efficient resurrection of boys.
Efficient.
Resurrect 5 at once. Well, that's pretty expensive. You can see down here how much we have. We have a nice amount, but not like an impossible amount. So, what's this one? This one, okay, new outfits. I mean, listen, I'm not one to like poo-poo the idea of, yes, more outfits for sexy necromancer lady, but let's see what the other options are, which is to say, not just cosmetic, but functional upgrades. Movement speed, we are kind of slow. Starting army, go up by 1? Starting army. I mean, it's pretty cheap. I mean, do they just mean like the starting little group of boys? Because if it's just one more of the farmer dudes, it's not that exciting. But it's cheap enough, so sure. And it looks kind of cool as you leveled up. I like that idea. As you gain these level ups, it like continues to build these monuments. The hub area kind of gets built up around it. More base health, yes. I am very squishy right now. This will make us more plump and juicy.
Excellent. Now I can afford to take a few more risks
Grab
and
my water real
still
quick.
walk away with style.
Now, the downside of standing up to pick up my water like I just demonstrated is that it ruins the the illusion that I'm not wearing pants while I'm playing this game. Illusion ruined. Illusion ruined that I'm not just fucking, you know, enjoying things too much. How much is another health increase? I would say, yeah, more health. One more blast of health.
More health. Perfect. Now I can take
help
a
endurance
few
over time.
more
That sounds
hits
nice.
and still look fabulous.
I'll take that one. I'll take 1 unit of that.
Oh, the joys of health regeneration. It's like getting a free extra life, but without all the respawn mechanics.
I'm tempted to go for the movement speed thing. The thing about movement speed is that there's a lot of times where we're just trying to, like, hover in an area and focus on resurrections. So I think I'm going to spend more resources on on faster resurrections. More all at once. I think that's probably more worthwhile. There will eventually come a point where we're able to resurrect so many all at once. Movement speed will be more important. So I think there will come a point where this will be less of a priority, but at the early game, I think resurrection speed is more important. We can buy some revives per crusade. Okay. If I wanted to, we could say more starting boys. Sure. Why the hell not? What's up, Cthulhu Tentacles? They're green screened pants, right? Yeah, this is a chroma key. I painted my penis green. That's all it is. I painted my penis and genitals green, and I chroma keyed in some CGI pants, if you will. Another crusade. Onwards towards the kingdom. I'm guessing we have to beat it to enter hell. Alright, hold X to necromance. Here we go, boys. New run.
Greetings, sir.
I'm gonna go north this time. He says mine are always green, Alex. That's the pro strat, honestly. Unfortunately, the trees are sometimes a little bit hard to see through, but there we go. So once again, we start off kind of slow and also fairly like simple in the groups we can take on. So I don't want to overcommit. I also don't want to undercommit. I'm going to commit just enough. At our first level up, every resurrection heals Mariana or her minion for a small amount. Or just one minion, maybe? That actually could be quite nice. Minions have more health, corrupting a tree. Every single resurrection either heals you or one of the dudes. That could be quite powerful, honestly, especially since we resurrect so many at once. I'm kind of surprised we only just now saw that one. It was yellow, like the text for it was yellow. Maybe that means it's like a higher order perk and it's rarer. We don't need the heals, obviously, but the idea of trying to heal our bros would mean fewer of our bros falling in combat, which of course means we're able to kind of keep the heat, keep the energy up. Get a decent fighting force ourselves. We know better than to get too excited
Peasants are getting angry.
and approach the fighters too quickly.
Adorable.
This is quite a lot of these dudes. Kind of impressed that... Oh, he actually hit me. Kind of impressed that the little farmer guys continued to appear even after we were seeing, like, Cavaliers and the Golden Knight guys. You were still seeing some groups of farmers sometimes. Warriors would be fun. 5% chance to gain bonus health and damage. That's pretty cool. I mean, 5% of your warriors being souped up is pretty dope. Or they all do a bit more damage. 5% chance for... Well, basically, so 5% of your warriors are juiced up with more health and damage, or everybody does 5% more damage. I think this one is probably better. I want them both, but forced to choose, I think I'd be more inclined to go for that one. Especially because, like Elgaso pointed out, every time you level that shit up, it does snowball. In a very positive sense. So leaning into that is probably a solid idea. I'm looking forward to Corpse Explosion. I hope we get to experience Corpse Explosion, because if it's anything like how it functions in Diablo 2, it might just be my precious. We'll see though. We'll see. Some pretty big groups. I do want to keep exploring, but when I see a group that juicy and exploitable, young and no, yeah. What's the word? Submissive and resurrectable. I
Nice
thought submissive and
change of
breedable
pace.
was the
New
new
toys
hotness.
Are delivered straight to
I'll
me.
move through it. And I grab just a few of them. No, I want to kill him. Come back. I gained nothing from that exchange. Can I loot through the wheat and like eat some, like bake some bread or something? I don't think it works that way. Okay. Doing all right. Here's another gaggle right here. If I could pick up some dwarf boys, I'd feel pretty good. Is there any sort of indicator for how close we are to leveling up? I see the flames down here, at the bottom of the screen, like the bottom border, are increasing in intensity, but I don't see like any actual meters to say like how close you are quantitatively. Just a qualitative, a vibe level of like what's the vibe of your level up meter. Yeah, so there's the more damage. There's the tier 2. Summon circles, the end better attack speed. I'm gonna say damage, but attack speed also sounds
Lovely.
nice. Attack speed does sound neat.
A grand feast awaits, minions.
There's a whole bunch of... Oh, wait, was that ranged? Was I seeing them, like, launching something at us? Oh, no, I think I just saw the souls that I'm collecting. For a moment, I thought one of them was launching something at me. Although, honestly, bad guys that shoot something would be
Your
very
attempt
effective here. So
almost
maybe we'll see
amuses
ranged
me
bad
now.
guys eventually. Like, things that just shoot past all the minions and go towards us. We're so tall. We're such an easy target. Kind of no wonder it hasn't already happened. We're getting some warriors. Not quite to the 5-minute mark yet. Very good. Trying not to overextend, but not underextend either. Oh, come on. He's so juicy. So plump and killable. Yeah, I knew he was real close. No edging here. No edging of death. We're going all in on death. Fully enveloping. Fully encompassing. Yeah, they do run away when they're close to death, which
When
is
a lady
smart.
says no, it's
just gonna
not
walk
an
through it.
invitation to try again.
Can I grab a few? We grabbed... Oh, come on. Yeah, alright, we did grab a few of them, though. We did grab a few, so we're not leaving empty-handed. Still, our force still isn't amazing in its size, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We definitely want to find more of these groups of the warriors, for sure. There's some over here. Grab the urns. Yes, please. We're a ways away from our next level. But of course, I'm guessing these guys' souls are going to be juicier. Unfortunately, all of my, like, strongest dudes are on the bottom. So, although I want to get more of these guys and I want to kill them quicker, kind of hard to direct. There's a way to, like, you know, in Pikmin, you can, like, direct the crowd that follows you, the crowd of little fellas that follow you. You can kind of orient them in, like, certain directions around you. You can say, like, force the swarm to go
Again?
south, it can go north, that
These
kind of thing.
warriors don't know when to let go.
So something like that would be nifty in this game. Maybe we'll get that eventually. But right now, it's a little bit tricky to direct that.
Did you really think
Kind of goes
you
along
could
with
hurt
what I
me
was saying earlier.
with
If there was a way
that?
to like, indicate, yeah, resurrect that guy specifically. And, I mean, you can with the mouse, but I don't think with clicking with the mouse, like doing that as a resurrection input, I don't think that actually lets you point at things to snag. Health regeneration for 30 seconds gives you some knights. Heal and speed up. Only some of the urns. I mean, that's just kind of okay. I mean, more urns is not a bad thing. Yeah, none of these are that great. If I could re-roll, I would. Because I don't love any of these. The knights one would be nice. I guess the urns could be clutch. And that's always
Excellent.
useful. So yeah, I guess I'll take that one. The ones that give you like a one-time crowd of broskies of corpses, or not corpses, but of fighters. That's nice for if you really need to pick me up. But I don't think we're behind the 8 ball just yet. So I'm gonna stick with what we got right now. And of course, yeah, I am seeing more urns, sure enough, true to its word. I do kind of miss my spell damage aura. Maybe we can still snag that at some point, but more juiced up underlings is never a bad thing. What's up, Whale? Good to see you, by the way, bud. He says, what the heck is this? So this is Be My Horde.
Knights are
We are a tall necromancer lady. We have a fighting force of dudes. And as we kill more dudes, we resurrect more dudes. Rinse, lather, repeat. Got some knights now. Yeah, baby. Got some knights. Go to grab that fella as well. And of course, this is a roguelite, survivors-like kind of experience. So as we're killing the bad guys, we're getting more meta progression points. And when we die, we spend those points to make our person even more strong. And number go up. This game is early access. So it's very... I mean, I'm having a great time. This is very fun as it is right now. But the devs do acknowledge that there's a lot more to come, for sure. So what we have right now is very fun, but there'll be more added in the future. In fact, I think a week or two ago was when they added their last really big patch that added the Hell biome. This right now is the first biome. This is the Kingdom biome. There's more where that came from.
A child's game. Your
now we know
traps are
about
laughably transparent.
being able to resurrect more. It'd be nice if there was faster resurrection, if that was a thing we could level towards. This is a lot of knights. That's a little bit scary. A little bit scary how just sheer number of them. And again, I don't have the spell aura thing to carry me. Now the nice thing is that our dudes do a lot more damage. They have a lot more more damage and more health. Maybe I shouldn't say a lot more. Hopefully it's enough. And I think it is, but that's still a lot of dudes. Still a lot of dudes. I'm a little bit concerned. Well, actually, no, I think we're going to be okay. I think we got this. I think we got this. It was looking a little bit dicey, but I think we've pulled it back. And of course, we are healing with resurrections. And you can even see which of the dudes are glowing green from a resurrection. That even includes resurrecting the small guys. The small guys are a lot easier to kill, so when you get a heal from them, it's a little bit more worthwhile. I would say this one. Do even more damage.
Delightful.
It sounds even tastier. But yeah, so suddenly, resurrecting even the small guys is worth it, not just to use as a means of healing your broskies.
Knights return for another round.
A gaggle of them. In times like this, I wonder if I should be moving when they all approach like that, or if I should just kind of sit still and let them all approach at around the same angle. That way they have no obvious vectors to get to me, at least. Is this a 100% more Dami Mommy with the survivors like? I mean, it is something they lean into. One of the first cutscenes you have with Moriana, is her name, is she's like, "No, don't disappoint mommy." It's like, okay, the developers knew exactly what they were going for. The voice actress they hired to do the voice lines, you can like hear the smirk in her voice as she's delivering the lines. It's very fun. It's very fun. It's very on the nose. Somebody played Resident Evil 8 when it came out, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, and said to themselves, "You fucking know what, bro? This is some energy I can harness. I know exactly what to do," and God bless him for it. God bless him for it. You go and grab that urn. I'm not even really looking at that fighting force. I just kind of assumed they would get absorbed, and sure enough, they did get absorbed. Absorbified. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that's one nice thing is after a certain point, you see a small force like that, you can just assume without having to micromanage, you know where this is going. You know where this is going. There's no question of how this is going to go. All right, I'm fairly confident we can take both of these groups. Fairly confident. Yeah. Especially now that we're doing more damage, so we're killing them a lot quicker, which is nice. 15% more damage is pretty ambitious. Pretty bold, if I may be so bold. Grab these urns as well. And it's nice I'm not having to like kind of hover quite so much around one area to make sure I resurrect all the dudes. We're kind of able to move and resurrect kind of like in a steamrolling fashion, just steamrolling over them.
How about that, you wicked...
Suffocating them little by little. That's a pretty impressive force, but I'm feeling pretty confident. I think for this one I might sit still to really make sure we get all of them. Woolly warriors. Oh, like sheep fellers. There's the resurrection one. There's the gravestones one that can contain the various tiny boys. Or no, not various tiny, but various minions. Can be found on the map versus when they're resurrected, they could be... There's a 5% chance they'll be juiced up with more health and more damage. I think I might take this one. The idea of you can find more of the dudes sounds nice. I don't know how many. I don't know what percentage. So this one's kind of... I'm kind of uncertain how good that one is. This one is spelled out exactly how good it is, and when you have this many and you're resurrecting this many, that 5% chance feels like a small amount, but in this particular fight, there's a lot of dudes. That's going to proc absolutely. I don't know if it's like a visual thing. If you can tell. Oh, there's one. Yeah, so they get the red outline when they're big, juicy. Big and juicy and tasty. So this will basically mean, henceforth, 5% of what we resurrect is going to be real juicy and strong. We got that Cavalier guy. Very nice. Now these guys are trying a little something. Actually, I want to grab that one at least. Yeah, those two. Okay, so I'll grab those. I do want to grab. Actually, maybe I don't want to grab that knight. I'll just grab these guys. Like, is it worth taking like a $5 to grab every little corpse that pops in? Probably not. I can see a few red outline fellas, and of course more health means they'll stick around longer. Only a 5%. Well, actually, no. We don't know how much better they are. All I know is that it's a 5% chance. We don't know how much better they get. That part is not quantified for us. But, I mean, it's not hurting. Definitely ain't hurting. And the nice thing about having like a better like steamroll ability is we can cover more of the map. We can find more urns, which does have a tangible benefit to us because urns can have healing. I think they speed us up a little bit. If we ever take that woolly upgrade, that would also be nifty. I'm seeing a lot more red outline guys. That tells me this is working. The fact that we're seeing more of them means the old ones aren't dying off like I thought that they might. So this is popping off pretty good. We're popping off pretty hard. Go ahead and grab this group up here. Cavaliers they keep looking at me. The horse fellers, they keep looking. There's the fellas, the tree one, the summoning circles one. The summoning circles one, I mean, that's cool. Allowing the horde to grow. It's basically free dudes. I don't know if that's quite worth it though. We only had like a few opportunities for that one earlier. And it never was amazing, but that was on their very first run. Your very first run is very quick and brief, so it's hard to get that excited about that one. I feel like this is probably the one to go for. I would be curious to try this again though.
Watch out for their lances, my man.
Oh, you still have to kill them though. Yeah, you can't you don't just get them for free. So when they say woolly warriors, it's just sheep. It's just sheep. That's all it is. And I don't know how powerful they are. Maybe they're tanky. I don't know. I don't think of sheep as being exceptionally strong fighters, but I mean, fuck do I know, right? Now, I feel like our numbers have thinned a little bit. Like, our forces aren't quite as strong. In size, at least. I am gonna go back to grab that guy, if not just because that's happening, yep. Yeah, we have lost quite a few. Our ranks have thinned. I'm definitely feeling it. But we're getting more of the horsemen. So I think we're overall still in an upward trend. I'm trying to make sure I'm not losing any. I'm not like passing by any delicious opportunities. Want to fight these guys? I might as well. Definitely want to get the horse fellers.
Your liege sent you to your death for his own amusement.
Sent you to your death. Oh, there's a whole gaggle of them. Now, last time we get to 18 minutes. Can I make it to 18 minutes? At least. I'm thinking the answer is probably yes. I definitely get that guy. We're resurrecting a lot better. We have more health, which is nice. We have more health. And by this point, we've juiced up our minions several times over with more health and more damage. We took out their crew pretty quickly. There's more up there. The Cavaliers are like very antsy, and it's kind of a downside, honestly. I think that's part of why our numbers keep going down. They're so quick and like excited to go up and fight that they sometimes get themselves in trouble when we don't have like the full horde to back them up. So the fact that they kind of run out on their own is at times not good. Other times it's like, no, bro, I need you to stay close. The rest of the horde don't just gallivant on your own like this. Yeah, so I've seen that work poorly in our favor a couple times, but we're still doing okay. We're still doing okay. I'm gonna grab these guys. There was a few dudes over here. There's some knights up here. Every time I go back to just grab a few more, just a few more corpses, just 5 more minutes, just 5 more corpses, we get sucked into more fights. I'm not sure where that crater came from. That's fucking wild. Maybe there's like some kind of enemy that has like a really cool ground pound attack that I just haven't noticed. Or maybe that was just already there. Or maybe a tree got felled there. It's hard to say. We lost it. Yeah, we left a couple like of the regular fighter guys, but I'm feeling pretty good. And now we're a little bit more united. Now I'm feeling good. More enemy cavaliers. Yeah, some larger forces for sure. And our guys are definitely leading the charge for better or for worse. I think we're directing them pretty well, though. Paladins? Oh, that's the gold fellas. Oh, those are paladins. Whole lot of dudes. This was definitely what things heated up last time. The difference, though, is I think we're in better shape. Our guys are definitely faster and stronger. All urns have the thing. More woolly boys. The aura. You know what? That would be pretty nice. Surround Moriana and her army. Oh, it's an... Right, I see it. That's a one-time thing. Versus... Yeah, I think I see what that means then. Okay, it's instant, which is to say they spawn on the map once instead of they like spawn incrementally. Kind of like the urns thing, where it's like, yeah, more urns start spawning. Yeah, I'll take this one. Yeah, it's hard to get excited about the urn one. It's nice, but I think this is probably more worthwhile. We get some paladins. I don't see them yet. I don't see any turned paladins. I know we definitely killed some, though. Maybe they already died.
One victory down. Countless more to savor.
I only see a few red barriered boys. Red bordered boys. See, I know there's a couple... Oh, there's a paladin there. I definitely want to get them. Gotta circle back around. Like my meetings back at work. We'll circle back around. Circle back around this on Monday. There we go. Get the big boys. There's more paladins. I'm going to take those low-hanging fruit right there. Just those two. Relatively low-hanging fruit, of course. There we go. We got one of them. They're pretty juicy. They're pretty beefy boys. There's more of them right there. Yeah, I definitely want those fellas. I kind of want to go back for the knights, but I think they're probably not worth it at this point.
Welcome them with open arms, my children.
There we go. There we go. That one. Yeah, the paladins are worth going out of your way for at this point, for sure.
Did you really think you could
Send
hurt
dudes?
me
Yeah. Not
with
send
that?
nudes. Send dudes. Totally different. Very different vibe.
Knights are starting to get angry. Get
Getting
ready.
angry they are.
Feast underling.
There's a whole bunch of knights. I'm kind of doing a war on two fronts here. But I kind of want to push the paladins specifically.
I nearly fell asleep watching your feeble effort.
All right, we did kill him. I'm gonna go out of my way to get that guy, but I want to get the knight corpses.
Just what my horde needed.
Whole bunch. Yeah, definitely want to sit here so I can get a whole bunch of dudes to bolster our numbers. Then I want to grab that guy. There we go. Get you as well.
A
There he
circle.
goes. There's a few more.
Your demise.
Oh, that's a lot of farmers. It's just a sheer number of dudes. And once again, the more we resurrect, the more we're healing our existing guys.
Thanks for the treat.
So even though these like small fellas might seem insignificant, there is still a benefit to resurrecting them. And of course, just the sheer number, the absolute audacity of just the number of dudes we have. Circle of Death. I was saying how like this one could be good now. I'll take it. I'll take it for now. I don't know if it's like quite worth, but we'll see.
Oh, Deb, you're such a tease.
So we're getting to the 18-minute mark. That
Maybe
was where
next
things got
time.
spicy last time. We have a lot more and a lot stronger. I love how
Many
one of
tried
the
to
paladins
hammer
is
some sense
like
into me.
double charged.
All of them turned
It was one of the 5% that got juiced. Uber juiced. This is a lot of horsebound knights. A lot of them.
Look who's
Grab those
back for another
guys,
round
and then
of
circle back
sword
this
swinging
way.
and
Here come more of these
righteous
guys. Yeah, I think it was like 1840, 1830, 1840. That's where we got last time. Where those paladins are still quite numerous and getting ever closer to Moriana. Some of them are falling now. There we go. That's what I like to see. Yeah, that definitely took a lot out of us, but we gained a lot ourselves. I think it was worth it. Grab you. There's some right here. We do need to like kind of keep moving. Here comes a pretty big force. there's definitely a bunch here I never did grab. Even wrong. It was, yeah, we never made it to 20. We definitely didn't make it to 20. I mean, we didn't make it to 19 for that
Here
matter.
we come again, like moths to a flame.
There's a whole gaggle of just regular fellas, which is not that exciting, but maybe there will be like a whole bunch more in like waves. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of what I was thinking. Part of me thinks maybe it's not worth like hanging around to get the small fellers. Because they die so quickly, but I mean, at least they are cannon fodder, you know. They do distract the bad guys, and we do use them to heal up myself and our other broskies. So I don't know. It's like you might as well, honestly. Summoning circles attract bigger armies. Yeah, the instant ones are nice, but I feel like I should be planning for our future. Future planning. Want to be responsible about. Okay, yeah, if that's gonna happen, I will encourage this. Not just because I want that guy nice and yeah. I want more. I want more of those big guys. Gimme. The nice thing about the summoning, the spell damage thing, is that it gives a pretty good visual representation of how far away you can start resurrecting dudes, like the resurrection radius. Because it is a little bit not so obvious. It's a little bit nebulous sometimes.
She's still alive!
20 minutes, baby. 2/3 the way there. Now, of course, big stuff coming in hot. I'm not sure what that lightning strike was all about. That's a little scary. Is Thor not happy about us? This is a lot of dudes. Oh, it's thunder snowing, apparently. Because it's snowing, but there's thunder. This is a lot. I'm going to circle back because I want those paladins, boys. Paladin, where do you roam? Paladin, far, far from home. This is a savage land. We're holding our own. The paladins got taken out. We're definitely bolstering our numbers now. Yeah, we're growing greater than we're shrinking. Definitely an upwards trend, no question. There's a lot of dudes, though. Just waves are just pumping more and more. New record! That's right. I thought the exact same thing earlier, Will. Our numbers are thinning. I'm glad we're getting some dudes. But this is a lot of boys. Maybe I shouldn't be, like, languishing. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that as much over there. Maybe I shouldn't be, like, kind of hovering. Maybe I should be just trying to push through an area. Because, yeah, we are suffering a bit. Health regeneration. I don't know if that's enough. Every 60 seconds, we get more of the woolly boys. We have to kill them is the thing. I guess I'll do this one. Because if nothing else, it does help. It does help, yeah. Oh, I was holding space, but yeah, I wasn't actually going there. Now it's going. Now, I think we can use this strategically. If nothing else, it'll keep the run going, but this is pretty hot.
I almost crashed.
Pretty hot and spicy. Getting a lot of paladins, some very strong units. Oh, man, this is just a fucking orgy of death over here. My God. Numbers are thinning like my facial. They're thinning like the top of my head. Like my hairline. Honestly, we survived, and I wonder if it was the resurrection thing. We have a lot of corpses to resurrect. It's like an obscene number. Mages, you say? Oh, he is a mage, and he does have a fancy beard. Now, he's going to be doing some AoE shit. Obviously. Very obviously, he's got some explosions, some fireballs and shit. Oh, I don't like how my guys are, like, getting separated like that. I feel like I need to bring the heat to them. If I could get a mage brought under my dominion, that'd make me very happy. That one dude just fucking whooping up on his ass. There are so many corpses. Like, it's at this point we've dispensed with the idea of there we go. We got a mage. Did I resurrect him? I can get him. We've dispensed with the notion of let me go back and like get preferential corpses. Now it's just like, bro, there's so many things that are dead. We have reached the singularity point where we're just holding the spacebar down forever, and we're just trying to bolster the numbers. Also, this might eventually become a point where the bit rate starts to eat dick a little bit. So, if at some point the stream becomes an incomprehensible mess of pixels and goop, it's not on your end. It's very much the video encoder struggling on Twitch's end. Corpses explode and deal spell damage. Oh, that's delightful. Or 10% of our boys get spicy. That one's always good. 10% of our boys get extra health and damage on top of our current benefits is nice. The corpse explosion does sound fun, man. I
Lovely.
feel like I gotta take that one though. More extra juicy boys. Kind of only a matter of time before we have more mages. Speaking of which, is our mage still alive? I don't see him. I feel like I would have noticed him if he was still popping off. That being said, there's a lot of dudes. I did make sure to grab him though. He definitely was popping off for a little bit there. All right. Yeah, I mean, I keep seeing paladins. So I keep wanting to focus on them. Yeah, like if I hold my mouse cursor and use that as the means of resurrecting, it still isn't like going off of my mouse cursor. It's still just going what's kind of nearby. It's kind of close based on Moriana's proximity. It seems like it prioritizes things that are kind of close to her. Kinda, sorta, at least. So I guess if I walk over where the paladins are,
That's a lot.
it's
of
more
angry
likely.
Lumberjacks. Chop them all.
Angry lumberjacks? Oh, yeah, the warriors, yeah. We are what I will say is that we do appear to be gaining more than we're losing. They're getting angry, they're throwing a lot of shit at us. If they really wanted to fuck us up, what they do is they throw like 300 mages at us. Because one mage was very damaging. That one mage fucked us up real good. I'm still trying to prioritize paladins, though. As far as corpses I see on the ground.
Let's go.
But I'm just holding the spacebar down, man. We're just killing shit left and right. We're reaching the 25-minute mark, and you know once we get to 25 minutes, shit's gonna get weird. They're gonna throw something weird. Probably more mages. Maybe even like some archmages or super mages. Who fucking knows, man? Oh, no. I see him. I see the mage. I see him. Yeah. He's right next to me. He's like, yeah. If you can see my cursor, he's right there. He's got the skeletal beard. I actually can't zoom in, unfortunately. Is he doing stuff? I think he is.
2 mages, twice the magic.
They launched 2 mages at us, I heard.
Let's see if they can spice
they?
things up.
Oh, I see. Oh, they're down here. I see. All right, I'm gonna push. Pushing southwards. Is my mage able to go mano a mano? Majo a majo. They are thinning our numbers. I'm seeing them just cleave through our bros. That we're not able to resurrect quite quick enough to out damage them. That being said, that one's out. He has joined our ranks. I think the other one's out too. I didn't see him drop. But I'm gonna trust that he's out here somewhere. I know we definitely resurrected one. Here's one. I'm gonna be looking on the ground for him. But again, it's just absolute fucking carnage. We're at 26, by the way. We're at 26 minutes, just about. Just firing a triple shot. I think you're right. Oh, I see it now. I see it. Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't sure what that was. I thought that was me resurrecting. But you're right. That's the triple shot projectiles. Right. Righto. Could we take this all the way to 30 minutes? I mean, you know they're going to throw some wild nut job cracko shit at us at the 29-minute mark. Like, that last push is going to get fucking wild. So, I know better than to get too excited and too confident. Because I know how this works. I'm going to work this way because, I mean, there's this very gigantic and juicy density of boys. We have 4,000 bling blongs. I think it was 2,500 to get the next upgrade to resurrect 6 bad guys or 6 fellas at once. Is there nothing happening? There's no bad guys? I can't zoom out.
Look who finally found the
Oh, he's
courage
showing
to
up
talk
face
to
to
the girl
face.
Face to face. Bravo, Dick.
Big Dickman himself is here to try his best.
I endured your venomous words for far too long. You were poisoning my mind for years.
Dick McLarge Huge is here.
Made me look like a fool.
That's not hard to do, bro.
Because you are a fool. You needed me. When I, your wise and mighty advisor, ruled the kingdom, you had the freedom to do whatever it was you did. Eating, flexing those muscles, and whatever else you were up to with your beloved sheep.
Okay, we don't want to get into that.
You never wanted to be king. I was your escape.
You killed Helga!
From Hey Arnold?
Oh dear. Are you still not over that ridiculous fluffball? I blew her up by accident, Dick. Or, at least, that's the official story.
One of his beloved sheep, presumably.
Enough of this, you hag! I'll avenge my poor Helga. I'll destroy you, you foul necromancers! You will never control me or my people again!
All right, you can say that. We have a lot of dudes, though.
Always in control, Dick.
I control your dick. Your dick is mine.
Ah!
Your cock is mine. All right, so he's got a health bar. I don't know where he is, though. Oh, something. Oh, there he is. So he's got some AoEs. And that did hurt me, oddly enough. Oh, probably when he landed. He is very large. I thought I was big and exciting. Oh, dear God. That's a lot of paladins. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now it's like... This is kind of what I expected. At around the 29-minute mark. 28 minute, just about. I don't know what that is. I'm going to guess it's bad. Oh, yeah, that did hurt me. Emotionally. Yeah, things are definitely hurting. Hurting and twerking.
Until
oh,
next time.
I thought I was just getting out of the range of that thing. So yeah, so fighting the king is going to be spicy. Storytellers, that's exciting. And also Fires of the Abyss. Got a mage, of course. 25 minutes. Ready to... Here is here, ready to interfere. Poisonous Ashes. All new records, baby. Level 13. We'll take it. We'll take it. We saw the king firsthand. We didn't vanquish him.
Dick.
That empty
His
dick.
mind is as empty as a porous plate. But I must admit, there's a certain power in those arms of his.
Those arms
However,
of his.
I expected more from you, my underling.
I'll take him down. I promise.
You better. Failure is not an option. Not when we're so close.
We're so close. We're edging towards
He'll regret
victory.
the day he banished me. I never forget those who try to thwart my plans.
All right. So now we can do a couple of things. Once again, more resurrections. There was a couple things that we saw that said like, oh, this thing's unlocked. Double stealth regeneration, more base health. Starting army. Just the amount of times you can reroll perks. I did say I was considering... There were times where I thought about wanting to reroll. Movement speed. Movement speed would help with the boss battle, for sure. So a little bit more movement speed would help.
I'll be dancing circles around my enemies before they even know what hit
I think I do want to go ahead and get this, though. Just faster resurrection. Oh, wait. Resurrection is instant. That is huge. Faster resurrection would really be nice. That would help tremendously.
Zombie party with just
Zombie parties. Next upgrade is 8 at once, which is a little bit beyond our pay grade, but that's very, very helpful. Can't afford this one. Receive 1 free perk. That's pretty cool. Could go for even faster. Give me... Yeah, the some rerolls is tempting. Resurrection Aura. Yes, further reaching resurrections.
Who needs
would be nice.
boundaries when you're undead?
Increase it more, but that's a little bit more expensive, beyond our pay grade. For starting health, health regeneration, those both sound nice. I think I might just go for that reroll. I think I might just go for the reroll, which I think we have none right now. And then I'll go ahead, just because this is such a like a nice starting bonus. I'll go and grab this one.
More bodies to throw into the fray. I like the way you
Okay.
think.
We're juicing ourselves up nice and good. Like, if I look at my list of achievements, we've done a nice number of things. Which is to say, it doesn't like show as like highlighted. Oh, I see the color. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say it kind of has like a darkened hue to it. Yeah, when it's gray, that's when you haven't actually unlocked it yet. Eventually there'll be priests. Corrupting 200 trees in one single game. Yeah, there's a nice upgrade there. Corpse explosion. We know about that shit, obviously. What was that about kill? I thought that was something about killing sheep. I didn't see anything about killing sheep, unfortunately. I was seeing what I wanted to see. And of course, there's the stuff in hell. Kill the king before the 30th minute. I believe we can do it. I believe we can do it. How's that sound? How's that sound? What's up, Ace? Good to see you, bud. He's like, she's so close. Good to see you, bud. So there is that. Tony's good to see you, by the way, bud. And let us continue with this cool little game. I've been enjoying it so far. We just leveled up a whole bunch of delicious, delicious stuff for Our Lady. And I say let's jump in for another run. How's that sound? Another crusade, if you will. I have no more... Oh, I have 50 points to spend, but not nearly enough. I wonder what this one is. Wonder if this is stuff you get in Hell specifically. Or maybe there's like mega souls you claim. Hard to say. All I know is that we're jumping on in for another crusade. And this time we're going to take the fight to the kingdom, to the king himself, and fuck him right up. And now we get instantaneous summonings. Now there is still a, maybe not a cooldown, so to speak, but there is a time in between summonings. So it's not just like bing, bang, boom. There's like still a pause that happens. But it is a lot quicker than it used to be, because previously it took like a couple of ticks before you'd actually get one. And so now, corpses pop in, and I just press space, and we Gucci. So the gravestones ones may contain minions. Minions deal more damage. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that's a... Especially getting that one early. That's going to only be a good thing to help us. We're, of course, a lot faster. Moving from kind of spot to spot, from party to party, and vanquishing the foes. I'm not going to take on that force just yet. That's a bit more than I think I might be comfortable taking on. This kind of small crew right here we can take on. Yeah, trying to focus on the smaller parties more if I take on the larger parties of the small farmer fellers.
Peasants are getting angry.
Getting angry.
How
I guess they don't like that I'm killing all of them. For whatever reason, they're being bothered by such things. They don't like the giant tall lady stepping on them and killing all of them. Summoning circles urns release poisonous gas, which would presumably hurt bad guys and not me. Hopefully. Summoning circles or gravestones. How's the horde grow? This one sounds more powerful, I guess. Yeah, may contain various minions. I think this one sounds better. I've not really been impressed by either one, but sure. We'll take it. We'll take it. We've got enough of fighting force. I think we can take these guys. I'm not sure about that one. We probably could. We probably could. I think I'll take this guy, this group first, though. That 5% damage increase is pretty nice. A single person can bring world-ending destruction. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, even sometimes it's not always a numbers game. Or do we see summoning circles? I can't remember. Did we grab that perk? I think we did at the very end, but it was by that point in the run where I wasn't really moving as much. We were just kind of hovering in one spot, and there were just so many corpses. It was just a permanent corpse party. So I think by now we've reached the point.
Pace. New toys are delivered straight to me.
Here we go. Can I grab just a few and kill them? In fact, I'm going to try to move with them so I can... I was going to say, can I grab at least one? Okay, we just got the one. But yeah, I think we got it too late in the previous run to be able to really capitalize them, because the first 15 to 18 minutes of the run is when you're moving around more. After a certain point, there's so many corpses being corpses. So many soldiers and fighters being summoned that there's just, you're not having to like search for dudes to fight and resources for resurrections. They're just kind of like fall on top of you constantly. I maybe prematurely jumped the gun with getting the fighters, the warriors rather, but we got them. Undead Brigade, 5 to 10 of them. Summoning circles to attract bigger armies. This is a bit of a risk, but sure. I think I'd rather that one than the warriors one. And the resurrection one. I feel like if I take the resurrection perk, the problem is if something kills me, it means something was able to get past the defenses to blast my ass. And if something gets past the defenses to blast my ass, if I get resurrected, I'm just gonna get murdered immediately again right afterwards. So I'm not sure that going for the resurrection is all that helpful. If it resurrects me and a bunch of my underlings all at once, then we'll talk. But me getting brought back to life and get felled exactly and immediately by the force that killed me in the first place seems like a fool's errand.
Addictively sweet.
Here's a summoning circle. Apparently it's even juicier. What does it give me? It gives me some fighters. That's pretty good. Really, that's the effect I passed up, but now it shows up on the overworld more reliably and more frequently. That's pretty cool. Also looks badass. That's important. That's pretty sweet. So now, I'm assuming that's because we've leveled it up to like tier 2. Tier 3, I'm assuming, would be knights. If there's a tier 4, it would probably be the Cavalier fellows. 5 would be paladins, etc., etc.
When a lady says no, it's not an invitation to try
Correct.
again.
That's correct. Yeah. You gotta respect these things. We gotta keep it real. This guy's down as well. I'm gonna go and get this force down here. Actually, I'm gonna focus these guys first. There we go. Got him, and I want to finish these guys off. I'm known for finishing the guys. That's me. I'm known for finishing guys off very effectively and very quickly. I'm very skilled, you see. That's right, yeah. So because we've leveled up the summoning circles, any summoning circles we find from here on out means it was probably worth the investment. At least more so than the other perks I was considering. Because, again, the selections were just kind of okay, honestly. Yeah, I think I will fight these guys. Because the warriors, we have a lot of them, but I could always use more. There we go. It's nice that we have much quicker resurrections. And we also, I think, got one more... No, we did not get one more tick. We still only resurrect 5 per...
These warriors
chomp.
don't know when to let go.
That's still pretty good. Gonna let them come to me. Haha, come to me. Come to Butthead. More health. Poisonous urns one. Corpse explosion. Man, that sounds so cool. I gotta try it out, bro. I gotta try it out because the damage could be delicious.
That was amusing.
The problem is that it's only really helpful if like something dies near other friendlies, which is a very likely possibility, but won't always happen. That 5% health, that's always helpful. But there are going to be times, oh, look at that. There are going to be times, inevitably, where the corpse explosion will be tremendous damage. So I'm hoping that will overall make it worth its while. This woman is good at finishing guys. I would suspect she has had experience with completing. Of course, I'm referring to killing dudes and resurrecting them. Bringing their life to completion. That's what I mean by finishing them. Bringing them to their conclusion.
Night.
Having them arrive, if you will. Arrive at the doorstep of their maker.
Pathetic scene.
So we have some knights that we got from the circle, and now we got a few extra knights for extra funsies. Continue to head south. And... yeah, so I'm hoping the corpse explosion thing will be worth its while. Yes, the body count. Thank you, Ace. Yes. Good heavens, they're arriving! More the warriors, please. Here come some knights. Yeah, the fact we didn't even have to level up the summoning circles and it gave us knights is pretty dope. That's pretty sick. So I'm hoping that once again is evident of or indicative rather of how effective that one ability is. Should I go for this group? I feel like I gotta, dude. I gotta go for these boys. Go for the boys and they're back in town.
A child's game. Your trap.
A child's game. I would not recommend this game to children. I mean, it's not, the most advanced. It's no GTA 5, but still, not what I would call kid-friendly. Resurrecting so much quicker. This is a lot of knights. I probably should have been focused more on this side, more so much than the northern side. Aura of Decay, always great. Corrupting gives you faster. Aura of Decay, yeah. Aura of Decay and Corpse Explosion. So 2 offensive abilities that we specifically are able to commit and kind of control. Kinda, sorta. There we go. So we got their asses. And get his ass as well. His ass has been consumed. Very good. Grab that one. I think I'll get this group of dudes. That group of dudes. I kind of want to go for them next. At the same time... oh, yeah. I was going to say, I feel like I'm circling back to where I just came from. And sure enough, there's a summoning circle. The summoning circles are actually, quite good. Quite good. If I could get the ability that heals on Resurrection, that'd be fucking wild. That's definitely one I want to watch for sure. This will match well with the Resurrection. Yeah, we have the better range and speed.
You could hurt me with that?
With the meta progression we invested into earlier. And yeah, those two together are going to be huge. Those two together will make it so that when, and I think it's a matter of when, not if, we reach the king again, it's gonna be Jover for that guy. No fucking question. We're gonna steamroll his ass. The plump dick shall be fully yanked. That's where we're gonna yank his dick. Because he is Dick. That's his name. King Richard. Let's see, I want to kill that last dude. Is it one reroll per level? I think it's once per crusade. So once you spend a reroll, that is it until you do another run attempt. So it's kind of expensive. But in this game, that's the thing. There's no, like, per run currency is the thing. That's kind of how rerolls typically work. Usually if there's, like, a per run currency, like a shop, in which places you could spend the run specific currency, that's an easy one. But since there is no such thing, it's just the meta progression points, kind of makes sense for that has to be a thing you have to level into. Every resurrection heals? Yeah, I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. To me, it's a pretty obvious choice.
Excellent.
Pretty obvious choice. Let's go for that one. I like to think that is very worth when it comes to just survivability. It's our first Crusader. And I hardly even know him. He's out. He's out. Going down this way. Richard Head. Oh, that's delightful. Was this around the time where Dick had a penicular connotation? Because there was apparently a point in time where Dick was not a standard euphemism for the penicular the penicular almost said orifice organ. Apparently that's like somewhat recent in history.
Destroy this abomination!
I want to get the guy. Yeah, I want to get the guy. Yeah. But I do want to get that summoning circle for sure. His name is Dick. His name is Dickhead. That's delightful. All right. Look at that. Look at that. They fed me, and now I'm very, very well fed. Mommy is very well fed, as Moriana would say.
Bow to your new mistress.
In fact, I'm gonna go and grab this one. Wasn't there another one down to the southeast? I want to get them both. Does it summon more knights? It does summon more knights. Yeah, so we need to level this up more to get the Crusaders, but still, it's free knights. It's free real estate. Might as well. The Richard Head pops up again. There's a lot of joke opportunities, but I would never dream of making a joke at the expense of someone else and a funny name they may or may not have. I would never. Yeah, relatively recent, but pretty much everyone. Oh, okay, yeah, and they were. If this person was unfortunate enough to be named that, and they were made fun of it in school, then well, there you go. That proof is in the pudding. I'm just gonna go back this way because there's a few dudes, and I want to see if I can grab that shrine real quick, and also that one fella. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I want to say there was one down here that I did not snag, so I'm gonna snag it now. I'm into the snagging. Kind of a Victorian thing. And maybe it's not as new as I thought it was. For some reason, I just assumed that it was, but maybe I'm wrong. 17th century. Oh, well, damn. Well, yeah. Never mind. Oh, a sexual partner as opposed to a unit upon a penis owner's person.
The size does matter.
Oh yeah, that guy's getting fucked up. Oh, he didn't get got though. He didn't get killed. Hoping he was gonna get got. Increase damage of the. Wow, that's good. Increase the range. Man, tough choices. Tough choices. Range of the Aura of Decay, but not the damage. But not the damage. Yeah, not exactly a 1-for-1, but they were cooking though. In the 17th century, they were like, wait a second, we could do something fun with this. Damage of corpse explosion. But minions doing more damage, man. I think that's the answer here. I like all of them, but I think the answer is more numbers from the minions. And of course, when we're talking about minions dealing damage, of course I'm referring to psychological damage, and I'm referring to the minions from Despicable Me. Obviously. So 1800s, yeah, that's a lot older than I thought, honestly.
Persistent, aren't we?
Now power through it. Yeah, Yeah, some of them get away before we can finish them. Finish them. There we go. I knew there was still one that I had left. And it's probably going to be night, so it's probably nothing to get excited about, but it's still neat. It takes a second. And there it goes. I am wrong. We got the big boys. We got the horse boys. Hell yeah.
Your liege said
Military. Oh, yeah. Maybe it was a military expression and it just didn't quite catch on then. Maybe that's how it is. Maybe it's like, it's one thing to have an origin story for it, but it's another thing for it to like reach kind of critical mass and reach like mainstream use. So maybe that's how it was. Maybe it was more of a niche expression. But it first maybe showed up sometime around the 1800s. And then eventually the 1960s also started to grab it. The 1960s started to grab the dick. Doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Do another one. Another one. There we go. I'll go and grab here. I think we're taking down the king. I think the king's getting got this round. I'm feeling pretty confident. There we go. More the horse boys. Destroy 50 urns in one game. I didn't even see that I was breaking them, but apparently I'm just steamrolling these things and not even being aware. But again, the better movement speed on top of the better resurrection range and the much faster resurrection speed. These things are kind of allowing us to sort of steamroll and not exactly turn my brain off fully, but I'm able to focus less on the minutia and more on movement, which is nice. So Ace's source says it was common. Okay, so yeah, Zabatsu's makes it sound like it was more specifically for military men, but yeah, maybe it caught on quicker than we might otherwise be inclined to think. Tier 3 sounds cool, but the problem is we're gonna stop. Like when the boss battle happens, like that kind of thing, like there will be less emphasis on it, whereas this will always be helpful. I think I want to take that one. I think that's the wise choice here. I mean, really cool summoning circle things do sound pretty neat. Let's keep going this way. Keep schmoovin'. 1994 is the school banning a shirt. Oh, but like if it just was someone's name, I mean, it's innocent in that case.
Then the mighty.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. In the 1900. Oh no, I misread. 1994. Yeah. 1994. That I could see that actually, because that by that point you can't really hide behind the well, it could be a name. It's like that. Then it by that point, no question, it hit the critical mass. There we go.
Well, that was almost entertaining.
Yeah. So it's, it sounds like Ace is. Yeah. So I guess kind of what Ace points out. Yeah, there's like, there's different sources, which is sometimes how this kind of thing goes. You know, the etymology of certain phrases, certain words, when they start to catch on, when they start to gain prominence. It's kind of nebulous, you know, between Zabatsu's and Ace's sources. Because yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, like Ace said, like if as early as the 1900s, at least part of that colloquialism started to kind of started to take hold. People started to grab the dicks and really settle on them, really get comfortable with the dicks.
Our art.
If it starts with military men, it usually catches on pretty quickly.
Welcome.
It's tricky because like I guess it depends, because like in the early 1900s, I mean, I guess it would depend on how early, because you know World War I, obviously. World War I, you know, with that happening, and the well-publicized military events happening around that time, and of course 1940s, obviously World War II, like that pops off so large. Paladins are popping in, and they're popping down because they're dying. Good. In a moment too soon. There we go.
My, brutes with giant hammers. Just what my horde needed.
Oh, are they? Oh, maybe. Well, oh, did I misread? I thought one had like. Okay, maybe I just misread. Because I thought one said it was commonplace and the other one said it was just military in the early times. Yeah. No, okay, so yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just misread. But anyway. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Back to my phone. I actually don't know when I clicked. I tried to click back into the window. Ah, fuck. I probably wasted that level up. That's okay. I was trying to click back in the window, but those boxes were very large. Large and clickable. Delicious.
A circle of demise.
But whatever I clicked, I mean, none of these things are gonna hurt, obviously. It's not like you clicked the wrong thing and now you're dead. A lot of these dudes. It's not like one of those where it's like, oh, you get this, but you get a horrible downside, and the horrible downside is like a very awful negative aspect.
Savor.
We could get italics support, like a rich text support. That'd be cool. That would be potentially expensive to implement, but that would be pretty neat. Also, it like might be trickier for mobile. Well, maybe actually mobile it probably wouldn't be too bad, but ooh, I'll take one of these guys.
Many tried to hammer some sense into me.
Yeah, rich text, or what's the other one? Markup. Markup's the other big one that a lot of websites use. Yeah, starting with, that was the part I latched onto. Starting with military men versus commonplace. Because I wasn't so sure that would necessarily happen within, like, immediately versus it starts with military and then kind of grows beyond there. Now, granted, I've never served in the military, so I've never, like, seen firsthand what, like, military colloquialisms catch on to the mainstream, and like how quickly it happens necessarily. I always assume that kind of thing takes some time, but yeah, it's entirely possible. I'm just dead wrong in that they're, like, pretty instantaneous. I'm trying to think of, like, some military slang that I've heard of. Like, I'm trying to think of some, like, that is commonplace that
Here they come again.
like, we've known about, like, just as far as just conversationally versus versus like when they first would have appeared. I guess foobar is one. Fucked up beyond, well, probably not fucked up. Originally it was probably I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've heard somewhere that foobar was a military expression, but it's not fucked up beyond any recognition, but it's like something similar. It gets the same idea across. There's the poisonous urns one. Flame sounds cool. Ooh, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. And like one's SA, situational awareness, like that kind of stuff. I'm sure those have been around a long time. Like those probably. Oh, okay. Oh, is that the flame? That's cool. It's not that cool, but it is cool. It was fucked up originally? Oh, okay. We use a lot of slang, yeah. Well, that is exactly it though. Like, what I don't know is how long ago some of these slang terms began. I just assume they've been around for a long time. And that, like, it takes a while to kind of cycle through. Because, you know, as people retire, as people come home, and they interact, they, you know, reintegrate into civilian life, and, you know, people kind of hear those things, you know, inevitably it starts to happen. But I'm just not sure how long it becomes, like, critical mass, and then everybody's saying it, and it's just, like, a common phrase. It's not really, you know, special or unique anymore. Yeah, snafu, AWOL, exactly. Because to me, those have been around forever, I think, but I wonder how long ago they first truly entered the what's the word, the lexicon, you know, the common lexicon of today. Because Paladins got slapped pretty good, but there's a lot of them. The 20-minute mark, oh, the lightning. This, I think, might be around the point where we hit that critical mass. Because there's a lot of dudes, but we're doing all right. We're doing all right. The nice thing about quicker resurrections is that I think resurrection is when you gain experience, so it means quicker leveling up, which is nice. Yeah, it was fucked up beyond any recognition. For some reason, I thought there was like a more safe for work version of it, but it's the military, right? Like, who fucking cares, right? Who fucking cares? Things like circle back around. It wouldn't shock me if that was like a military tactics term. Usually when we hear, like, I even said it earlier, let's circle back around to this on Monday. It wouldn't shock me if that would have, like, tactics terminology kind of implied. Thinking about, like, yes, a unit of of some kind of military situation, literally circling around to like regroup or something. People really love the military terms. It can take not even 1 year to be able to like reach that critical mass. That's a lot faster than I would expect. Yeah, it sounds like, yeah. So, yeah. So it sounds like Ace already has the knowledge, because yeah, that's my whole point is I have no idea. But if you really do believe it takes just 1 year, that's pretty fast. It's pretty impressive. The projectile one, I mean, that would help with the boss battle, and maybe I should be thinking about that. Maybe I should be thinking about the boss battle. Like, if I can position myself such that it's more likely to hit him. So that would be neat. And I mean, not just the boss battle. This does seem cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's pretty cool. I don't know how much... Once again, I don't know what the damage numbers look like. So that is one unfortunate limitation. I don't know how much damage it's doing. It's probably pretty good. But if I had any requests from the developers on, like, features to add to this game, I would request damage numbers. But, I mean, damage numbers gets very busy visually. Obviously, it gets really annoying and, like, it gets really spammy. But giving me an option, maybe for damage numbers for what I'm doing, like the spells we're doing. Although, if you only see our own damage numbers, then you don't see the context for, like, how much that compares to your other units. So yeah, maybe the more I think about it, maybe it's just an unwinnable, like, just an untenable situation.
To your new mistress.
Now, it did say 20,000 damage throughout the entire run, so we're definitely doing something. But, I don't know, I'm seeing how much our dudes are thinning. I feel like the ranks are thinning more than I want them to. We haven't taken any damage ourselves yet, I don't think. Or if we have, I'm just not seeing it. But, because we are healing every time we're resurrecting. But yeah, we have definitely hit that point where they're just constantly throwing stuff at us. And there's so many corpses to play with. And man, I love playing with corpses. I'm a guy that loves to play with dead bodies. Man, oh man, I just love that shit so much. You think the military is safe for work? Well, that's why I said more safe for work. Because, again, I've never served. All I know is, like, you know, family members that have served, and friends, and just the little tidbits I hear. And yes, vulgarity is part of how it works, and that's kind of the cost of, you know, it works, right? It is sometimes ugly business, and that's how it goes. I might re-roll, because the poisonous gas one, I'm not convinced. This one I don't want. Let's re-roll. Oh, that's pretty tasty looking. Minions have more health. I kind of want to take this one because it's more spell damage. The problem, though, is we're, again, primarily only resurrecting dudes that are close to us. And that could be really helpful, but the resurrections just aren't far-reaching enough. So, you know, maybe that was a poor choice. Maybe that was a poor investment. Because in my mind, I'm just like, yeah, there's so many corpses always. Did I see a mage? Yes, now he's done. Now he's ours. The mage has been converted. So, I mean, there will be points where the forces are close enough, where the corpses we're resurrecting are exploding with that corpse explosion that is effective. But as it is right now, yeah, I'm kind of regretting that choice. So maybe corpse explosion is really good in the early game, but in the late game it kind of loses its luster. Trying to focus more on paladins that are falling so I can grab their corpses. Some right there. There's some cavaliers up here for sure. Like, yeah, it's just fucking laying to waste droves of dudes. But we're resurrecting a lot faster. 23 minutes and we're still feeling pretty good. Pretty good. The internet probably makes it. Oh yeah, no question. Yeah, I'm sure, like, the internet and, like, the advent of the postal service, right? Like, those kinds of things. Anything that connects people and families across, you know, state lines or even, like, county lines or like city lines, that would absolutely make that go up crazy fast, no question. Because with the internet, it's way closer to instantaneous. The way that lingo grows and thrives and evolves. Like all just the fucking meme culture. Like, you know,
That's a
meme
lot
culture
to
alone
handle.
is demonstrated. Yeah, the internet is a
Chop them all.
makes that get really weird. Also, speaking of getting really weird, there's so many of my units on the screen. I can't even see the bad guys at this point. Okay, there's some up here, but there were some down the bottom that I can't even see. Good lordy, lordy. So the DPS in like the that's a good point, AC. Having it like relegated to one part of the overlay or one part of the UI rather, that would probably be closer to doable without making it just incomprehensible garbage goop. Because that's what I would worry about. I'd worry about being like a little bit too spammy. Yeah, there's so many dudes, both good and evil. Well, okay, I'm evil, but you know what I mean. Both undead and mortal. Making a vulgar helps lighten it up. Yeah, honestly, I think you're absolutely right, Ace. I think it's like a way to acknowledge the morbidity of the situation in a way that is, you know, kind of makes it,
Two mages, twice the magic.
I don't know, adds a little bit of levity.
Let's see.
Brevity? Is it levity or brevity? Maybe it's both. Yeah. Can you get like an earthquake warning before the scary things reach you? Speaking of scary things reaching me, I definitely want to get these dudes. I kind of have to push their general direction. You know, they're smartly keeping their distance, unfortunately. Actually, my guys are unable to hurt them at all. Look at that. Yeah, they're just always trying to keep up. Ooh, that's a problem. That's a problem. They are very fast, and I have lost really everything. Wow, look at that.
You almost.
All right, we got one, and can I get this other one? There we go. Wow, we had to spend really everything to get those guys. That's unfortunate. Let's at least get this. I'm gonna circle back to see if I can grab some of those other corpses. I think the dude might be about to spawn because now there's just no bad guys at all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep. Ooh, that was a risk. That was a risk. Whether or not it's worth taking remains to be seen. Yeah, I don't know if that was a bug or what, but the fact they were like just outside of our radius, and also none of our guys could reach them because they were moving so fast. Maybe our guys are moving. Maybe we're moving too fast and our guys couldn't keep up or something. The good news is we are regaining our speed. We're regaining our speed. Maybe that's supposed to be a point of like, you're supposed to lose a fuck ton. Maybe you're supposed to really lose a lot of shit there. But I don't remember having that much of an issue last time. Of course, we were a lot slower moving. Maybe we were forcing them to come to us, but I mean, their mage powers are pretty rough, so like we had to force the issue. There was a lot more corpses to the left, and I kind of want to go that direction because most of these are warriors and some knights. Now, I wonder if they're cleaning up. Oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I wonder if they're cleaning up some of the corpses.
That's what he said.
Entirely possible.
And he severely miscalculated his forces.
So he's definitely vanquishing a bunch. Here we go. It's around here. Yeah, I think they did clean up some of the corpses. There's a lot of paladins. Let's scoop up some of these guys. Maybe I should have just stayed where I was. Ooh, oh, what am I doing? I'm walking right past these things. One, grab some of these. And let me just stand here. And there it goes. Ooh, this is a lot of dudes. Was this a worthwhile investment? I feel like there were some missteps in how I've handled some of these situations. Ooh, boy. There we go. There we go. It's not much, but it's something. It's not much, but it's honest twerk. Gonna hang around here. Oh, he's glowing. I'm just gonna leave. Because that's probably an AoE. Oh, that is. I see it now. It's an AoE, yeah.
Are
There
the
we go.
bearded wizards here too?
He's very lords. There's another wizard. That's scary. We have done virtually no damage to this guy. We did get a level up though. Get a revival, which might be nice. The urns wouldn't help. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Swearing reduces pain. Oh, I don't doubt that in the slightest. What's up, Silverint? Is this zombie Katamari? It's kind of like zombie Pikmin. But yes, also yes. We're recovering pretty quick. Yeah, the nice thing is we were able to like kind of reacquire some momentum. I want to take this one. I'm tempted to go for this one, but I think I'll take this guy. Oh, shit. But I just took a lot of damage just then. Okay, the nice thing is there's some paladins over here. We are healing ourselves little by little. He's doing a ground pound. No, sir, I don't want it.
Deb, you're such a...
All right, I think we're in the clear. We're in the clear.
Maybe
And we're getting some
next
boys.
time, my love.
I still have 2 mages. 3 mages. That's huge. A
Well,
lot of dudes over here to resurrect. Oh, that's tasty.
Handle
Tables.
me yourself.
Our movement speed's helping for sure. All right, I'm feeling a lot more confident. We're able to really bolster our forces. Definitely one of those games you kind of have to embrace the fact you're going to lose a lot of dudes.
You
You don't have the emotional toll of losing all of your beloved Pikmin in like one floundering moment at least. Ooh, trying to watch for the AoEs is a little bit tricky. We're doing a lot more damage to him. Doing a lot. He's lost his green health bar now. His yellow one is coming out. I'm guessing red is going to be the final one. He's summoning dudes, but I think we're able to have the upper hand here.
Now I'm pissed.
Now he's pissed. No, it's you are pissed because your bar is yellow. Oh, he's got a sad face. He had a little sad face. He's so sad. All right, we are losing some forces here. I'm gonna kind of circle back specifically this direction because I definitely want them boys, them paladin-y boys. I wonder if paladin is the max level dudes because he's well, I guess mage is the max level. It's more of like a elite fella. Like regular enemies, it seems like knight or paladins are the top level. We haven't seen anything higher than paladins yet. That's now it's gonna focus energy on them. Actually, the nice thing is we are doing a decent bit of damage ourselves, if nothing else. Actually, speaking of which, I said I was gonna use the fire thing, and I kind of forgot about the fire thing.
These mages won't protect you.
Ooh, more mages. Don't like that. How many we talking? Of course, if we can kill them, then they're gonna be good for us, but that did hurt quite a bit. Excuse me. Over here, you get these paladins. Slurp them right up. Yum yum, slurp them up. I have a lot. Look at all the paladins. It's like almost exclusively paladins at this point. Of course, he's only summoning them himself. So in a way, he's actually kind of feeding my stuff. If he were to stop bringing more boys into this situation, this wouldn't be so much of an issue. His face is peeling off. That's metal as fuck. His face is peeling off. What a fool. I bet he feels really silly. We're at the 30-minute mark, and the fucking Grim Reaper hasn't showed up, so I think we're okay. I think, barring any surprises, I think we got this.
It can't end like
His entire face is falling off. I'm gonna move because we know that's an AoE, and it's kind of scary. Because the last time, I didn't realize that the AoE was growing. I thought it was just a little orb that was around his person. King's going down, baby. That bar's getting emptier. Emptier by the moment. He's getting faster, though. He's getting desperate. He's getting desperate. But I think we got this. Let's get some kind of late-game rally. Your days are over, Mr. Dick. There he goes. We slaughtered the dick. We beat that dick so good and so hard. There we go. There we go. Corpse Explosion was useful. It absolutely was. Yeah, I was a little bit uncertain. So with Corpse Explosion, it does a weird, like, shoehorn effect where it's good at the start, gets weird in the mid game, kind of late game, but at the very end boss battle area, it gets real good. It would be harder if he didn't. Exactly. Yeah, the fact that he was summoning dudes at first was scary, but that fed our power. But everybody benefited, and by everybody, I mean me specifically. Alex, that's my name. We got a couple cool things, some new abilities. We unlocked a new area. You know where we're going next, baby. You already know. Level 14. What was the one level that I wasted? Where I, like, misclicked, and I was like, oh god, what did I click? I think it was this one. Yeah, I didn't want the flesh regeneration, but I got it by accident, but we'll take it. I could go ahead and say 8 minions at once, which would be cool. Movement speed go up. Some of these are pretty expensive. Number of times you can re-roll. Receive 1 free perk. That one's nice. Nice. Resurrection area. Resurrection area does sound really tasty. Sounds real good. Health regen. Yeah, these are all great. That's the revive. I think I will get one of these. This seems like such a useful skill. The ability to resurrect more. Especially in cases like that where there's so much shit happening. There's so many corpses around you.
Faster than rabbits and
oh, the next one's 12, but it costs 6,000. That's expensive for sure. What's this one? Choose how to summon new How to summon new servants. Choose how to. I wonder if that means you get to choose what you're resurrecting, as opposed to just whatever's closest to you. Like you can point to them, maybe. That would be pretty sweet. More health is always nice. Health regeneration is nifty. I would say this one is more rerolls. It's a shame I can't afford another... oh, wait, no. There was something else I was thinking about of trying to afford. I would say movement speed's good. Let's say give me one of those. As they killed my guys, the corpse explosion was proccing for sure.
Ghostly gazelle.
Yeah, exactly. If I could select, oh yeah, maybe it's like a setting. Maybe it's like a setting that says prioritize this, followed by this, followed by this. Maybe that's what that means. Choose how to summon. Base health or regeneration. I'm gonna say base health because once again, if something is scary enough to do a lot of damage to us, I don't think our regeneration would be enough necessarily to like kind of bounce back off of it. I'm going to say more starting health. And do I have a little bit at the end? I'm going to say more starting army, please. All right. New run begins, my friends. Here we go. On to hell we go. Oh boy, there's some mysterious figure. Is it Satan? Is it our old ex-boyfriend? Who knows? Welcome to hell. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I was like, is that an environmental thing I should be aware of? We got little buggos. Little demon buggo boys. And spider brain. Oh, we got environmental shenanigans. That's scary. Did we... What the heck? Oh, we just, like, get them? Is that what that is? We're like, we just get them and they die? I'm unclear what's happening here. Like, we have ranged attacks now. Oh, they are fighting them. Okay, I wasn't sure they were actually fighting them. I might be in trouble because we're not killing them very fast. And I'm scared. Oh, real fast. Oh, suddenly really fast. I'm not killing them very quickly. And I'm a little bit nervous. I like their little, like, business casual kind of deal. Yeah, can you mind hurt this guy real quick? I need more little shooters. The nice thing is their AoE is pretty easy to get around, but like, man, I'm just not doing much damage to them. All right, that's an AoE thing, or an environmental thing we definitely need to avoid.
No good.
Should I deal with these dudes? I don't know if I can. The answer is that I cannot. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. Well, this might be a quick run. I haven't been able to find things that I can kill very well.
Oh, my darling.
That's the game. Yeah, that's the ball game. Ooh, I gotta try that again. So if you don't get a good start, that can get pretty rough. Let's try that again. Jump right on in.
Worm. This is no
time
for fainting.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to go. Maybe it's supposed to get kind of silly. Maybe it's supposed to get a little bit sloppy.
You know exactly what... No. Of course.
No, I promise listen, it's been a while. I'm sorry that was so fast. It's just, you know, it's been a while. I'm a little out of practice. I guess I had a lot of pent up tension. Listen, I promise it won't happen again.
You're still in early access.
Ah.
I suppose
yes, that's why.
You blacked out when everything went south and missed an essential part of the story.
There's lore, you saying?
Seconds after defeating Dick, my horde, my entire horde, was obliterated. Incinerated by some heavenly light from the skies.
Well, that's no fun.
Gone. In an instant.
If you're having to wait, yeah, that was a very quick observation we had at the very start, where it's like, man, it seems like it's based on proximity to Moriana. It seems like that's the prioritizing that happens. Because, yeah, if you're not directly over the knights and you're surrounded by a gaggle of peasants, but the knights are still within range, it'd be nice to be able to say, hey, I want those guys first. That would be really nice.
Apparently, someone couldn't stand the sight of my triumph. He also cast me into hell itself.
Give in to despair.
First things first, I have a great need to kill someone.
A mighty need.
I sense souls ripe for the taking. Let's wreak havoc upon this pitiful realm and find a way out.
Okay. Something else. Oh, a new currency. So sure enough, the currencies are, I suppose, limited or independent between Hell and the Mortal Realm. Hellish Experiments. Let's just go for another run, obviously, because I didn't get jack shit for that one. Interesting how, yeah, there's different currencies. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it means we'll have to play the same, like, main area to level up really anything worth a damn. We have to level up at the main area to get, like, the really juicy level abilities we've seen so far and, like, get them in the higher tiers. So splitting up the level up juice is a little bit different, a little bit odd. Also, the implication that Hell is, like, an office and business casual dress and neckties, honestly, they're not wrong. Given that these dudes are all ranged, it seems like what the strat is going to be for sure choosing my fights carefully, but also keeping the distance. I think that's what threw me off. I saw them turn gray, and I was like, why are they gray and sad? What the fuck? But I think, yeah, you have to, like, kind of keep a distance and be very careful. I'm struggling just to kill one of them. But you have to be really, really persnickety about which fights you take, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed. Especially that your guys get, like, really sad. They get really sad when they're spent. Let's see, I want to take you. There we go. We got you at least. I think we can take this force of 3. Yeah, you almost kind of, like, have to force the issue and, like, get them into melee range. That way everybody can fight all at once. There we go. That's probably the key, is just kind of smother them a little bit. Just kind of get on top of them. Yeah, you know, as the Dami Mommy, just get on... Oh, God. Oh, that thing was fucking me up. That's why. Oh, they were damaging me.
No.
Oh, shit. That killed a lot of my bros. That's not good. That's not good. We're still behind the 8 ball, man. Oh, God. Yeah, this is tough. It's entirely possible that maybe I'm better off spending more time in the night area, in the kingdom area. Oh, my God. We're one short from the Hellish Experiments. Let's do one more run of Hell. Let's see what Hellish Experiments entails. I got to be really careful with those environmental effects. There's a lot of them. They're pretty far encompassing. They blend in very well too, because the color palette is all reds and browns and reds and kind of purples anyway. And I have to really make sure I'm keeping up with these guys to make sure that my dudes are getting them. I think if I play this right, we can get some momentum going, and that's kind of the key. There we go. Some kind of soul multiplier. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit still versus trying to push them. I think maybe that was my, Oh, okay, that good. No, that does hurt the bad guys. Well, these don't, obviously. Yeah, because they're not taking damage. But some environmental effects do. So I'm just gonna sit still. Yeah, I fucked up by trying to fight those guys. I don't think we killed a single one last time. These are presumably melee only, but man, we're just not doing any damage. I need way more of those guys. Here we go. Yeah, give me more of those guys. We at least got to level up now, so we're slowly clawing our way back. Deadly Aura is always great. I think this is an instance where Deadly Aura might actually be kind of helpful. There we go.
No good.
That one, I'm gonna go around that. Ooh, you know what? I'll try it, because Deadly Aura can really do some good numbers here. Deadly Aura might just really come in helpful here. There we go. So now we've got a foothold. We've got our penis in the door, and now we can start doing some stuff. Attack speed or health? Or the flame one. I don't know if I want to lean that heavily into spell damage quite just yet. I'm gonna say attack speed. Yeah. I don't want to get into melee range with these guys because they are awful. And I've yet to kill a single one.
I'll admit, that was a fine attack, but not enough.
I want you to die. Please? Please? Yeah, it's like we still just can't fucking roll with those guys, man. Can't roll with the big dogs. He was, like, kind of bloodied, but... Yeah, if I just can't take down a single one of those guys... Yeah, we're still pretty squishy. Health would have been nice. I've actually never taken the attack speed one. So I'm just kind of curious to see, like, how it plays out. I mean, Lord knows, we definitely could use to keep these guys healthier. No question there. I'm not gonna grab those guys. I'm having to really be careful about which fights we take. We have enough to fight just one of those dudes.
Absolutely barbaric.
We know that does hurt the other fellas. I'm gonna ooh, be careful. Did that hurt them? Unclear. Unclear if it actually hurt them. we got with just one. Oh, okay, now it's not just one. There's a whole bunch. The problem is, like, the longer we spend fighting the little baby boys, the longer that's all we're able to handle. And, of course, they're spawning more dudes always. This, of course, is a survivor's leg. We are doing some damage, but we're just losing so many, man. All right, do I just go all out and hope for the summoning circle thing? Oh, man. One of them, please die. Please die, bro, please. If we can kill one of them, I'll feel better. Yeah, I don't think we can kill a single one. We have 4 left now. Take the L on that one. Man, this is tough. This is tough for sure. I need the little fellers for me to have a chance.
Adorable little creature.
Here we go. Oh, am I dead? I might be dead. Just push through. Just push through.
Dead, of course.
At least we got one. Here, I just do the summonings, or the circle of death, circle of decay. My only chance. There's one. Yeah, we just have to get an enormous group of the small little yellow guys. But we're gonna hit the 5-minute mark before no time at all, and then we're gonna be in the danger zone. Being in the danger zone, what's that? Summoning circle is, or the circle of damage rather, is kind of underwhelming in this area right now because my circle of influence is so small. It's very small. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna assume it's bad. We have 2 dudes. I think this ain't happening, man. Hopefully the hellish experiments will really help. Hopefully. Because, yeah, I think this run is bupkis, unfortunately. Well, I say that. We're up to 5 now. We're up to 5.
Looks like they're finally taking me seriously.
If that could kill some dudes for me, that'd be really neat. Oh, dear God. Am I dead? I might just be dead. Really, I have no choice but to just kind of lean into the circle and hope for the best. Maybe this is a mercy killing. This is a mercy killing, yeah. Yeah, the attacks are crazy slow. Yeah, that's part of why I was hoping the attack speed would help. Part of why I was hoping.
I've always wondered what true hell would look like. And I must say, I'm a little disappointed. I could design something far more gruesome.
It's not mean and angry and murderous enough.
Still, I feel much better after butchering a few demons. But it's not enough. I crave more.
Milady, what's next?
We tear through this despicable realm and claw our way out. And then, I have unfinished business with God himself.
So this is now a JRPG. At the start, you're fighting peasants. By the end of the game, you're pissing in God's mouth.
I suspect he's the one who incinerated my horde back on Earth. Naughty, naughty.
What a naughty boy.
I will drag God from his throne in heaven and shatter his pride. But first things first, let's start by making hell even worse than it already is.
Now, someone hear that kind of dialogue and think to themselves, is our protagonist evil? Are we the baddies? I'm sure it's fine. Hellish experiments. Hellish experience, like I said earlier. I can manage them. Okay. All right. Well, I have the one. Is that the only one I can buy? I guess it is. Ah, I see. I'll buy one, I guess. Army damage. So these are pretty neat. Army attack speed, fire resistance. That's awfully specific, but sure. Could see ahead of time. So this is well, some of them are specific about hell enemies for sure. Some of them not so much though. Well, goat health is obviously, but yeah, well, and again, fire resistance probably not helpful, but army damage, army attack speed. We'll do army damage. That's all I can afford for now. Eventually, I want the range of the imps to go up for sure. Do I keep now the question? Do I keep bouncing off of hell mode, or do I say fuck it and go piss it in the king's mouth again? If I did another full king run, I would probably end up with enough to get the 12 resurrections. I'd probably get about 6,000, or I would use that money to go for this one, and say choose how servants get summoned. Neither of those would help this challenge. We're definitely not. We're not like getting limited by resurrection rate or resurrecting the wrong dudes. Movement speed wouldn't hurt. Rerolls, I guess, wouldn't hurt. Resurrection range wouldn't hurt. Starting army would be nice. So some of these are kind of okay. Let's keep trying to get good. Let's keep trying to get good in Hell. Hell, sure enough, has a significant jump in difficulty and in kind of what it's expecting from you, and also very different. Plays very different from the other areas, which I respect. But it's a little bit jarring that it's so different and so demanding. But again, it's not bad per se, but it's just a little bit like not what I was expecting. Ah, fuck. That's a bummer too, that there's environmental effects that are gigantic that you just kind of have to wait them out. They're enormous and they don't affect the bad guys. Some of them do affect the bad guys. Oh man, yeah, unfortunately I can't really engage. There's too much shit going down. It's a shame because we already damaged those other dudes. 30 seconds in, we're already getting these guys to spawn, yeah. You have to be really careful. Yeah, see, we're already getting overrun. Man, it happens so quickly. Good lord. The run might already be in pretty bad shape. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up, but we're definitely in trouble. Okay, kill a few more dudes. We upped their damage by like 5%, 10%. It was a little bit. It was a little bit.
Oh, good. More flying bunks.
There we go. There we go. We're getting some of them. Oh, that's gonna kill us if we're not careful. They're latched onto us. This might be the end of the run. Can't really move around out of them. Yeah. I haven't had a single level yet, although we might pretty soon. There's our first. Do I instantly get imps? Or do I go for the deadly aura? I hate to say it, but I think we need the imps. Oh, I thought the imps would be those guys. The imps are just the little fucking grunt boys. But it's something. It gives us something to work with. I know better than to try the goat fellas because we've never seen one die. And I'm not convinced this is enough.
Finally, devil.
Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking for more little flying guys. Wizardom, it's a good game. Wizardom's a very good game. Highly recommended. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it, Ace, because yeah, highly recommended. Summoning circles, 5% chance of a thing or a revive. Summoning circles might be nice. 5% chance. Yeah, that one's always nice. That one's always good. That one's always good. The third chapter, what's up? Silverant, by the way, have you played this game, Silverant? I didn't think the third chapter was available, but maybe it is.
Fantastic.
Because the name of the most recent update was Welcome to Hell. I assume that means they just added this biome, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did add the mysterious third one, where we punch God in the face. Starting army upgrade. It would be nice. It would be nice, and it would be potentially fairly cost-effective.
Absolutely barbaric.
Normally the starting army is like okay, but here it might be more impactful. To Sabatsu's point. Get those guys. I might be willing to try to fight a goat fella now. Now I feel like we're bringing some heat. We're bringing some heat now. Oh, and Wizard. Okay. I got excited for a second. Yeah, I haven't played since when I played when it first entered early access, I think. And since then, they've added a couple of new chapters. Yeah, there's plenty of content I've yet to see, for sure. Do I dare try one of these guys? I bet we would probably do okay against one of those guys. That's too many of the goat boys. They're running away from me, too. The fact that a lot of the bad guys are run away from you makes it trickier, because then you have to chase them down, and they can attack while they're running. So that makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. That also makes me nervous. Unless it hurts him.
Adorable little creatures.
I'm gonna try it.
Want some. Dead, of course.
I'm gonna try it, but oh, that's not good. Let's power through it. Alright, we're at least hitting that guy really good. Need some of you to die, please. The nice thing is that if you keep moving, it seems like... Oh, actually, no, it is killing them pretty quickly. This is familiar. Not a single one has died. This is familiar. I'm not even seeing them get bloodied. So I'm wondering if we are just severely lacking any sort of offensive capability that can match these dudes. They're spawning a lot of them. Should I just take the L? I think we just gotta take the L. I haven't seen them get bloody. Maybe they don't get bloody before they die. Like, some of them are turning red, kinda? No, that just indicates they can't shoot anymore. We don't have enough for another ghost coin. Blood coin thing. Not a single one has died. Man.
Looks like
brutal.
finally taking.
Can I lure them? Oh, they're running away. Damn it, they're too smart. Oh, oh, that's not good. Ooh, this is scary. Ooh, this might be curtains. Okay, let's get some urns. That might be our only chance at salvation. Ooh, I don't want one of those. I think this is the run that or not the run, this is the end of the run. Yeah, I'm surrounded by imps, and none of them are friendly. That is the run for this one. We got 57 bling blongs. Not enough to afford a new upgrade.
Next time.
Yeah. Make the imps rotate around you. I don't know if there is an upgrade for that. I could look. I don't know if there's a way to make the dudes to like circulate the dudes, because that was one thing I was thinking from the start is like in Pikmin you can direct the units around you. Maybe there is something and I just didn't notice it. Imp range. Increase range, increase this, increase that. Yeah. Bomber projectile dudes. They're called managers. That's fun. Yeah, so I haven't seen anything yet that allows you to direct the dudes. But that would be nice, yeah. I think... Oh, wait, no. I can afford one more nugget. One more nugget. All right. Imp attack range. Goat health would be great, but I can't kill a single goat. I can't kill them, so let's do this one. Should I try one more time? Or should I try another regular update? Or regular run and try to upgrade things like starting characters. The problem is that that's another half an hour, and I'm not streaming for another half an hour is the thing. I have to get to bed pretty soon because it's pretty late. Unfortunately, I started the stream crazy late because I didn't get back to my computer till like 10:40. Well, no, I started the stream at like 10:40, but got back to my computer like 10:15, so it was pretty late. Let's just do another hell run. Because yeah, what I probably ought to do is do maybe 1 or 2 more kingdom runs. But the witching hour draws near. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt those guys. I know better. So better attack range. And that's kind of nice too. I'm able to attack them before they can attack me, presumably. But I'm missing a lot. There we go. That one's out. Oh, I don't want to attack you guys. Yeah, we'll be here forever. Nah, just disengage. Ooh, there's a lot of them. Oh, boy. It is starting up real strong real quick. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, yeah. Let's pick our fights wisely. Pick our fights very wisely and very carefully. Because, yeah, I do not want to fight these guys. And they're throwing a lot of them at us. Holy shit. It's hot and heavy out here. My God. My God. Yeah, I thought they'd throw, like, a few parties of them at us, but I really want to fight the imps. Imps seem a lot more rare than I want them to be, that's for sure. Imps are spawning at a rate at which I would expect the other dudes to spawn. It's like, dude, give me these dudes. What the hell?
Oh, good. More flying
Yeah, the flying bugs. I need billions of them. Ooh, this might be enough to kill me, unfortunately. Unless. There's the deadly aura. Attack speed. The flame one. If I'm doing anything, I would do the deadly aura. I don't know. Maybe the damage is awesome? Let's try it. Haven't seen the fires. I've used it previously. The range, unfortunately, is familiar.
Brilliant.
The range, unfortunately, is familiar to me. It's the same as the rate of decay one, the aura of decay. The difference though is that I think it does more damage, but you have to like wait for it to wrap around is the thing. Whereas the aura is like a pulsing damage. And the radius is pretty small. It's the same as the rate of decay, the aura of decay. Probably more damage or a random number of... I'm gonna hope that more damage will overall proc in our favor. That's, of course, on top of our other damage increase. Right, we did bloody him at least, but I don't want to get too close. There's actually... Oh, shit. That's unfortunate. We were in a good position, too. Yeah, as much as I want to weaponize this flame thing, it's more of a contingency. Can I kill one? Please. Can I kill just one? I want to see... I want to make sure they can die. Yes, there we go. I want to see them die. I want to see them bleed. If it bleeds, it can die. They are actually killable. Holy shnikes. Oh my fucking God. I was beginning to lose hope. Unfortunately, the bad guys are smart enough to avoid these things. All right, so now that is the foothold maybe, just maybe, that we really needed to get this ball rolling here. Same with these guys. I never saw a single one die. I'm still not convinced that they're capable of death. They have a lot of health. My god. Oh, we're losing a lot of units, unfortunately. This is an unfortunate familiar situation. Could you please die? My dude, my guy, my brother in Christ, my brother in Satan. Okay, one of them has a little bit of blood. Oh, man. Brutal. Fucking brutal. Can I... Alright, full send it. Full send it. This is we're going for broke. It's the only way. I'm like... Look how dinky my flame is. I got this dinky little flame. It's my only hope.
Aw,
Flame, you're my only hope.
Such adorable little creature.
You're all bloody. Could you please die?
Son.
It's that or the run ends. They ran away. Why'd they run away? Oh, I'm dead. Okay,
Do
yeah.
better next time.
God damn, this is rough. Yeah, this is the game very subtly saying you shouldn't try this run the minute you unlock it. Do not even attempt it the second you unlock it. You got to do another few runs of Kingdom mode. So what we ought to do is spend another half an hour to an hour of like doing more runs of Kingdom mode, leveling up a number of things, but to Zabatsu's point, this would be an instance where the starting army really could be the difference maker for sure. Especially with how cheap it is, you could at least double that very easily. Very easily. The lava jumps up. Yeah, the lava one's annoying. The lava one's annoying. But you know what? I respect it. I respect that, like, when a new biome unlocks, it's not just the same but a little bit harder. It's entirely different with entirely different playstyles, and you gotta get fucking good. You have to like really juice yourself up in very different ways, because up until now we've been inclined to focus on resurrection rate, whereas resurrection rate doesn't mean shit here. I mean, the speed is nice, but what's I think really going to carry us is potentially movement speed. Maybe the free perk. Maybe start with the aura of decay, the flame that orbits you. Rerolls wouldn't hurt, obviously, but yeah, starting enemies for sure. Resurrection aura wouldn't hurt. Maybe a resurrection of us, maybe regeneration of health, but basically, really almost everything except for resurrections. But unfortunately, that is going to wrap it up for the night because it is quite late.
I really expecting more from you.
So I don't want to talk over her. Oh, she gets mad. That's actually a really cool personal touch. She says, "You dare escape my wrath?" I do dare. Sorry, lady. Now, unfortunately, I didn't want to start the stream still late. It was one of those where, do I just not stream at all, or do I just do a little bit of a shorter stream? I think we'll just do a little bit of a shorter stream. But I'm glad we got to play this tonight because this was fun. A very creative game. As far as like other survivor-likes or survivors-like games that I've played, this is, I would say, one of the more unique ones. It's a survivors-like, Pikmin-like. What are some of the other ones? It's survivors-like at its core, but a very unique take. And I think I saw at one point, one of the criticisms of the game in early access, at least, was once your resurrection rate grows beyond a certain rate, you kind of become untouchable. And I could see that with the kingdom area, the kingdom mode. Once your resurrection rate pops off, you kind of pop off too, inevitably. So this new area, I think, was the devs saying, all right, we hear you. Resurrection rate is kind of OP right now. Without nerfing it, how can we mix it up? And I think they've mixed it up in a pretty effective way. So it very much incentivizes some other kinds of building up your fella. Now or building up your lady in this case. Now what you could do, I don't know if I saw it, there might have been a way to refund your investments and start fresh, but keep your save file progress. I didn't see one. But if you could just respec, if you could just say, undo all my purchases, but refund all my soul points back to me, then you could spec yourself very differently, and that could maybe work in your favor.